Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the FIFA World Cup live. Australia versus Denmark. Winner takes all. We'll also be keeping our eye on France versus Tunisia. France a few through even. Tunisia haven't really got much of a chance, but obviously Australia have got a win under their belt already. So clearly Denmark need to win this game. A point would be enough for Australia. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game. Denmark have got to go for it. They've got to go for it. They've only scored one goal so far this tournament against France, and they've got to win. They've got to win. Thank you very much. Australia, a point would be enough, as I said, because they beat Tunisia 1-0. But obviously, if Tunisia could get a win against France, I know that would be very, very difficult. But if they could, let me just check the France team. Never mind, France. Let's have a look at the France team just to check whether what they're doing. Yeah, they've made a couple of changes, France, haven't they?
Never mind, France.
Is this game on ITV?
Yeah, so France have made quite a few changes. Yeah, it's basically all of the bench. So, interesting one. If Tunisia could cause an upset, and yeah.
How many points did Tunisia got?
So Tunisia got 1 point. Denmark have got 1 point. Australia got 3 points. We're just trying to work out what would happen if Denmark beat Australia and Tunisia beat France.
Goal difference.
Yeah, and then yellow cards. So both games are really important, but this one's the main one. If Australia win, they're through. There's nothing else going on. Nothing else going on if that happens.
Time.
Yeah, it's kicked off. It's kicked off.
If they get a point, they're through, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Because they beat Tunisia, didn't they? Nah, we're already off, Ned. You're late to the. See what I did, Ned, when I was in charge of the days. I put the team news in one of the boxes, another fixture box.
That's a good idea.
Put it in there, mate. Put it in there. Eat your bagel off screen. I mean, there's no issue. Denmark got an early opportunity. No, it got floated over, but Denmark, they're having a go. They're having a go. Graham Arnold says, keep doing that, son. Keep doing it. And that's exactly how he said it. He's just chilled.
Cool.
He's chilled.
Like
Danish don't get ruffled.
he's a Scandinavian politician,
He doesn't get ruffled. He looks like he would be in one of those Nordic dramas.
Yeah.
Very much of the Nordic variety.
Yeah, I love them.
I can't even see it.
Scandinois.
Good player.
I haven't.
The Piv knows him well.
Look how
There he is with his white shoes on. Billy Bellend. That was Infantino, by the way. It's his nickname.
Is it?
Amongst friends, and I like to think me and
You and Infantino
me
friends?
and Gino.
So you can call him that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we all call him in the club.
Okay.
We all go to the same club.
Okay. I don't know whether you'd want to be in that club. I'll be honest.
Never mind, Gino. Quite a few of me wearing those white shoes, like all middle-aged men trying to look cool, and it's like, you don't look cool, mate. You look stupid.
He can wear whatever he wants, though, can't he? I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't put it down to like middle-aged men.
They are all middle-aged men.
I know, but if I see fellas wearing them even in the 20s, them suits with white shoes, they look stupid.
They're foolish.
I think it's more the white shoes with the black suit looks stupid.
Never mind white shoes.
You know what I mean?
Australia on the attack. Can they find the
chance,
space? They
shot.
found the oh, he hits his own
block,
man.
it's gonna
but
break.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Matron.
Yeah.
Good strike there. He looks like Smiley, doesn't he?
Gritted teeth there.
McGree there.
McGree. I agree, McGree.
McGree. What a
Did
shot
open
that
up,
was.
didn't it? It opened up and hit his own man. Got loads of space here. They all run back. They go.
Oh, no, block defender.
Oh, was it?
Hit
They
the
got
defender.
full Everton and run back.
Yeah, run away. No one pressed the ball.
No one pressed it. They deep pressed it.
Chance for Tunisia there, look. Ooh,
Yeah.
goalkeeping.
Big Steve.
Denmark on the attack. And a free kick.
Like to see a bit more from Eriksen in this World Cup, personally.
Really?
Oh, that's nonsense.
3rd minute.
That's
Oh,
nonsense.
you've made yourself look silly.
Was he
there.
pulling him back?
After seeing it again, oh, doesn't look happy, does he?
Oh, absolutely.
He looks like the Australian Bonucci. Scott Olsen linked heavily with Everton,
pulled him.
of course.
He
Yeah,
just
he
pulled
did
him,
pull
hasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to see a bit.
No, to be fair, he had 3 goals at it to book him.
Yeah.
Beach.
I want to see more of Eriksen,
Yeah.
personally. I think he needs to start getting into games.
And there he is, he's standing over a free kick. We're coming up to 3 minutes and 45 seconds gone. Been quite attacking so far, both teams. Eriksen with a free kick, whipped it
Ball in.
Ball in.
Dealt
It's
with.
Up
Dealt
in
with.
the air.
Dealt with.
Cleared. Can Australia get it clear? They can. And it's back
Would be
inside the
I think it'd
Danish
be a
half.
big upset if Australia were to get out of this group.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, Denmark semi-finalist in Euros. I know when you think about who won the Euros, that doesn't mean it was a big thing. But at the same time, these are a decent side. Decent side.
Good players.
Good players in Australia. I've got very, very workman-like players. No real no stars, let's be honest. They've got no stars. I mean, in the past World Cups, they've always had
Team
that
of no stars.
one player.
Great play.
But,
it's not a
he's
good
given it
ball.
away. He's given it away. No, it's the wrong ball, that.
Lara Moyes, their best player, isn't he?
Yeah,
And he's
couldn't
coming
hit
towards
Celtic,
the
isn't
end.
he?
Scott Olsen
Nice ball, puts it in.
in low.
Ooh!
Up behind for not a goal kick.
Goal kick.
It was a nice little move from Denmark there. Worked wide. Back. Played it against them, didn't he? Obviously, there's Harry Shooter, who a lot of Evertonians seem to think Everton should get. Everton did look at him, actually. Played for Stoke, but got a knee injury and
Oh, man.
just come back. France 0, Tunisia 0 in the other one.
I do think if Denmark can get in front, I think they'll win it. But it's whether they can get in front. Because Australia are a well-organised team.
That's what Graham Arnold does. Get you well
He's
drilled.
very famous for it.
Get you well drilled.
Very famous for it within the Arnold household.
Well drilled. Did Mrs. says that. He always has me well drilled. And you can't argue with that.
I've got no proof of otherwise.
Exactly. Gets the structure right. Fair play. Thrown to Australia, knock forward. In the air. Aaron Moy heads it forward. You know what? Australia against when they played France, they were excellent for the first half an hour, full of energy. Worked hard, got in front.
Oh, baby!
Next there.
Denmark down the left, plays it in
Outside
outside
of
his
his
foot. Oh, great ball,
Mal,
keeper done well there.
Joachim Mal, Matt Ryan.
Mate,
He's a good player, Joachim Mal, mate.
was good that.
Can
like
play
that.
right.
Look at this overlap, fantastic overlap, nice nutmeg.
What's this? The outside of the foot. Full
Does it early.
Travella.
Well done, well played.
Matt Ryan did well.
Mate. Yeah, ultimately, Australia just run out of steam against France, didn't they? They got overpowered by a really good side.
But what I mean was they caught a good ball and they caused them enough problems though in that first half an hour. Tunisia on the attack and the other one have got themselves
Yeah, mad. Tunisia.
kept in. Oh, it was just a little bit of afters there.
Again, no two teams without centre forward.
Yeah. Okay, isn't it? This is these people who are creating these football teams are basically ruining football.
They've ruined football.
And how can centre forwards become a dying art? How? When they're the most valuable people on the pitch. And you're having to make them differently now, aren't you? You're having to make wide forwards, and it's like it was always the best when it was. I mean, we both watched the Ronaldo Nazario documentary, the proper Ronaldo. And yet, look at his strike partners, Babito, Romario, you know, people like that. And you're looking through his career, you know,
Well,
you
look at
go
the plays,
to Italy, the plays
the
he
plays
played
with Inter, Christian Vieri.
Inter, yeah, you know, great strikers. And you think of like that era of just unbelievable centre forwards. Gabriel Batistuta, what a player! You know, all over.
Don't have to make
do
it.
you?
It's not even that it's going out of, well, I mean, it is going out of fashion because they've made it go out of fashion.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because of the way we play football now is seen to be building through midfield and then someone taps it in. I mean, it's all Spain's fault, let's be honest.
No, it is.
It's all Spain's fault and the false pretending that it, and Pep's fault by suggesting to everyone that they can have a false nine when they can't. They just simply can't. But the other side of it, I think, is the defenders. Because defenders now are learning to defend without having a centre forward. So when they come up against centre forwards, they struggle. They don't know how to cope with them.
Yeah. It is weird. Everything's cyclic, it'll probably go
Hopefully.
back. But yeah.
I just worry that if we're not training people to be strikers and they're not learning to be strikers.
And it's game time, because you're playing with one.
Oh,
You might have a couple in your squad, they hardly play as a breakdown.
Break
The left, it's Mathew's already been booked. Oh, that's a
Corner
terrible
ball.
delivery.
Corner? No?
I think he's just shanked it, hasn't he?
Big
The Australian Bonucci
The big shanker.
has shanked that. Look at this, the keeper under no pressure. And just claiming it. Strange decision.
Big Steve.
Strange decision. 0-0 so far. Here. Australia. Denmark. France, Tunisia, 0-0 as well. Carla Byrne simply says, welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. In fact, I don't even know why I'm wasting energy on it. I shouldn't be wasting my own energy on singing that song because
It's what the people want.
yeah, but
It's what the people want, isn't it?
it is what the people want.
That's what you've
But when
got
you
to-
can simply just press a button and go,
Welcome.
Because sometimes we'll be using that while you're not here. We've got to bring the energy while you're out here. Chance for Denmark. Great tackle. Oh, what a block that was in the penalty area. Right in the face. That could have been 1-0 to Denmark. It was a good move and a tremendous bit of defence. Oh, McGree's just done a great shot and switched it from right to left.
chippity chap.
10 minutes gone. Ball in early at the other end. Nice open field to it this game.
It's got to though, hasn't it? Can't sit round waiting for something to happen. You got to make it happen.
You know,
Sure, probably someone said that once.
I watch Everton, and I know we sit around waiting for things to happen. Scott Olsen, with a lot of the balls so far.
Well,
Nice
the emphasis
play.
is on Denmark, isn't it? Ultimately.
Yeah.
It's not on Australia.
Captain Toffee, very shouty in the comments, says 200 subs left, people. It's not even 200. I want that done before full time.
I want it done
Subscribe.
before half time. Oh!
Chance.
Good effort by Denmark.
Chance there. Wow.
Pushed over the bar.
Wow.
Yeah, I want it done by half time.
Ball in. Lovely little flick round the corner. He got him behind. Strike, and Matt Ryan makes a good save.
Matt Ryan. Oh.
Hits it well, the kid. Good save
good
from
save.
Matt Ryan.
I shouldn't be beating him from there, but it's still got to save it. You've still got to
Yeah,
save
but he
it.
might have been watching and thinking, well, that beat
Tunisia's
that.
1-0!
Oh,
Tunisia to win it 1-0! Oh, it looks like the Tunisian Dominic Calvert-Lewin
he does
has
look like
just
the
scored.
Tunisian Dominic
Oh, this... Oh, he's
he's offside. He
offside!
hasn't.
No, you
Oh,
haven't!
It'll be checked.
Oh, the Tunisian Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who does not have a bronze sponsorship, is in
It's
tears.
87,000 yards offside.
Yeah, he's offside.
Oh, what a start.
It was a good finish, that, as well.
Was he off?
Yeah, he
The
was.
two in the middle were definitely off.
Oh,
That's a lovely
offside! Offside!
finish. Ball in.
People probably knew that about 10 minutes ago, because that's on delay.
18 minutes behind me.
At least you can say you always had that offside goal.
Yeah,
lads.
we're not in the Australia-Denmark game. We're fine.
Look, he's going, I'm chicking it, mate. I'm chicking it. But it's offside.
It's offside. It was a lovely finish, though.
Oh, it's a lovely finish.
Captain Toffee says, it's that time, people. Welcome. Welcome. An Everton fan talks about, that's his name,
Yeah.
says, I've been waiting for this stream all day. Well, here we are.
But it was only ever going to start around 3 o'clock, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
so I think he was just looking forward
I've
to
been
it.
waiting for a stream like this all of my life.
Well, not all of his life, just
Well,
today.
no.
Today.
No. None of you.
Fanny Raju.
Oh, yeah.
Just gives us heart emojis
Fair
on
play.
the face. So fair play.
Fair play.
Where are we here?
Where are you?
World Cup. Wellness coach says any chance we could get someone like Pulisic. We need someone to open up the fences.
Maybe, I'm sure.
Like when we had
I'm
Hammers.
sure once the World Cup's done, he'll go back to Chelsea and have a little think about what he wants to do with his career. Because if he ain't playing for Chelsea and he ain't good enough for Chelsea, then you might as well come and sign for Everton. And then we can mishandle his future and
He'd be good for
and the
Everton.
merchandise.
I think he'd be good for Everton. He'd be good. Ruben, it's a chance on a break again. Joachim Wild pass.
Wait.
Later in, it's Skov Olsen.
Scov shot over the
Blazed
bar.
it over.
Over the bar.
Denmark are getting the
They're going for the gears.
foot on the pedal here. With that Poulsen laying it off.
Olsen. It's hard to find an angle. He only found Rosehead.
Where are we? Ruben says, hello lads. Is Garang Kual playing for Australia? The teenager from Newcastle, supposed to be a baller.
What's his name?
Garang Kual, Kuol. I think he may well be sub, but we'll have a look. We will have a look.
There's no way.
Is he on the bench?
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Must be on the bench. Carla says it's so catchy.
Yeah,
World
he's
Cup.
on the bench.
Yeah, he's sub.
Garang Kual.
Rondon the Legend says, hit the likes, people. Thank you very much. Carla says, I was having a look last night and the views you've been getting for these watch-alongs are mad, aren't they? Yeah, they are mad. It's all good. People just like to have a little dip in, dip out, have a little look. Here's the offside look, Oped look. He wasn't mad.
Well, he was.
Yeah,
I mean, half of his body was offside.
Yeah, he's miles off. Great
But
finish.
what a
though.
system. What a system.
Great finish. We had one yesterday in the America game with Weir scored, and it looked when they showed it on the screen like he was onside. Me and Mike were like, why is that being disallowed? Showed the AI. You go, there it is. That's why it's been disallowed. No discussion. Done.
There you go.
Sound.
No
No problem
discussion.
with that. Move on. Ozzy Dillon says, come on Aussies, Matt Ryan.
Do it for Ozzy
Oh,
Dillon.
Matt, sorry, said Matt Pickford Ryan. There you go. Do it for Ozzy Dillon.
Do it for Ozzy Dillon.
JS says Aaron Moy could unlock a defence for us. He done all right for Huddersfield, didn't he? Moy.
Into Bournemouth as well, did he?
Did he?
Did he?
I know he was good for Huddersfield. The Blues says Pulisic injury record isn't good though. We've got enough of them.
No.
Yeah, and that is a thing, isn't it? He's
The
got
irony is,
ability.
the
but-
irony is, do you know who Matt Ryan's current team is?
Who?
FC Copenhagen.
Isn't he? Did he go to Arsenal? Did he go to Arsenal?
He was at Arsenal
Arsenal, wasn't
2021,
he? Yeah.
and now he's at FC
He's at
Copenhagen.
Interesting. So the Danes will know all about him. There's Skov Olsen.
But
He
he'll know.
started quite well.
He'll know all about the Danes. He
You
went to Real Sociedad as well last season,
so.
and now he's at Copenhagen.
Why not?
I always
Looped
thought
up
he was a
into the
decent
air.
goalie.
Time.
I thought he was a decent goalie.
He's all right, yeah. We got Sanchez Brighton. didn't
No,
he?
I
And
know,
that
I'm
was
just
like the
saying-
end of it, but he was
just-
sound, yeah.
Copenhagen.
It's a silly free
He
kick.
was.
It's a giveaway.
Silly foul. Look at this opportunity for Tunisia.
Patrick
Ooh.
says,
Oh, lad.
Tunisia are all over France. you
Yeah.
know. Well, he will, because they, it's their team, isn't it? France have changed, they put Konate in for a start, so there's your first problem. He's just all over the place, Konate. He's got all the attributes to be good, but he's all over the place.
Everything, the sweetest song I'll ever sing. Konate.
Konate.
See, how can we make songs for other clubs but not for our own? Konate.
It's a free kick to Denmark. Christian Eriksen is over it. Angles the free kick in. Ryan thought about coming for it. Back post.
Oh.
The Christensen with the header, it was. But it's a goal kick.
La, 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 la,
Joe Blakemore wants to know why Kale isn't in the squad. I think he's probably just
Because he's the king of
retired.
Qatar, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's not, I think, you know, so it's way down now, slow because of the watches. He just doesn't have that pace because the watches keep him, slowing them down.
Big second half of the season for Mina, says JS.
Yeah, second half of the season, that's
Yeah, I think.
Wales.
I think the minute someone comes in for him, he may well go in January, Yerry Mina.
Yeah. Booper FC.
Australia break. The switch
Oh,
on.
here we go, here we go,
There's
here
your
we go. No, where you going?
He's coming back into his other foot.
But he's not, he's right-footed.
That
So why didn't he go on the outside and have a shot?
And that pass was shocking.
Oh,
Tried to do that thing that you hate. Pass it through a physical player.
It's not, I mean, yeah. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a computer game where sometimes you can phase through people. It's impossible. Unless you're an X-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had, what are we on?
18
minutes, 20 seconds. It's Australia 0, Denmark 0. The Danes have been the better side. Don't think we can deny that.
Yeah.
Australia have got into a couple of... Here's another chance for them. Jochen Maal on the ball.
Oh, he's
Going
stuck
on the outside.
chippy.
Pulls it back.
Oh, what's he
Ryan
doing? Oh, what a
smuggles
weird
it away.
save.
Matt Ryan was
What
just
a
giving
weird
it the
save.
double touch there. We've lost the France game temporarily. It's never a good sign.
No, I'm trying to get it refreshed.
Oh, okay.
Refreshing.
A full refreshment.
The refresh.
There's a lonely stream. Good tackle. Australia hanging on a little bit here, but Gale, no. A point does them. A point.
Have you seen this stupid thing FIFA have done again? Oh, the way they just love. They just can't help
To
them.
fiddle with things.
So see Denmark's kit. So remember when they made, Denmark said, right, our kits are going to be blank,
Blacked out.
plain,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
They insisted they had a flag on the kit, so you knew who they were.
Classic FIFA, mate. Classic FIFA.
It's just no need for it, is there though? They're just
Mate, that's what they're like.
They're just weird.
The Blues says you'd have to be really stupid to buy Mina. I can't see it. Yeah, but he's going to go anyway, isn't he? He's got, what, 5? He's going to have 5 months left on his contract.
Football clubs, as we are well aware, are stupid. We are very, very aware how stupid football clubs are.
Oh,
That was a lovely double touch, that wasn't it?
The little 1-2 from Matt
He's
Ryan.
got a little double touch, yeah.
JS says, I love Kale, but Baines edges it as my favourite ever Everton player.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Um,
Leighton Baines in that cream third kit. Oh,
Belter.
gives me man chills.
Patrick says, no chance we could get Scott Olsen in January. He's worth look. Well, Everton wanted him before he went off to Italy, didn't he?
That's why
Everton were interested in him. But again, the thing of do we take a chance on him, and we chose not to. Don't know, he started.
Lovely switch of
well,
play.
yeah.
Lovely switch of play.
There he is again.
Oh,
Scott
bad
Olsen.
first touch.
That touch wasn't great. He's
Bad
what? He's 22 now, isn't he? Zap Bologna, obviously, he's gone back to. He's at Bruges now, isn't he? So we'll see. We'll see. They're the type of. I mean, he is a little bit hit and miss, like all wide players are. There's a ball into the box, knocked down, and Australia clear it. But the referee's either. Oh, he said, the ball has gone out of play. 21 minutes gone. 0-0 in a game for Australia.
Will
They only need a point to get through.
I'm a genius.
We are
Why are you
116
a
subs
genius?
and 70,000, so thank you very much. Hit the
Ned's
like button
done something.
and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you very much.
Click on the stream and listen to the stream.
I can't listen to what are you talking about?
On your phone, go on the stream and listen to it.
No.
Why?
I've created a pet soundboard. Listen now. Keep listening.
We are 116 subs and 70,000.
Oh, shot by Australia.
Schmeichel gathers. Oh, he's just throwing dogs and stuff on.
Do you need me to record anything else for you? Like me just telling you to do things so you do it?
Anytime.
Oh, straight, but straight at him. The Blues says Ned's ruining the audio with voiceovers.
No, he just ruins
I mean, that's people watching. That's there, and they are the most important. Let's be honest.
Well, that's it. You know what, Ned? There are times when you can throw one in, there's an opportunity.
But don't just keep putting them
Don't
on.
just put them in. It ruins that.
Yeah.
People get annoyed.
Um,
Pick your moments.
Luke
I mean, I think a
Jeffers
moment would be when I'm not here.
Yeah, well, that would make more sense. Cameron Binger's playing left back for France. There you go. Matt M says, I'm Australian, and I'm the only Australian I would want near the Blues is Postecoglou.
The only, yeah,
And
the manager. Yeah, he's got a good manager. He's got a bright future, I think.
Oh.
So I remember people saying about him before Lampard came in, and I think it was maybe a bit early for him, but I don't know. He seems to be doing a great job at Celtic. They love him.
play some nice football, don't they, as well?
Yeah.
The Blues says, are other clubs stupid, though? I know Everton are.
No, other football clubs are stupid.
Yeah,
Look at Nottingham Forest.
The league is littered with stupid football clubs, literally. There's probably about 4 or 5 that aren't. The rest are all stupid.
Also, a lot of football clubs don't have the means to have those big scouting networks, so they will use agents, and if those agents tell them, oh, look at this fella, you can have him for nothing, they'll take them.
I imagine that Everton would only want a nominal fee for Yerry Mina in January.
can only get a
and
nominal.
they may turn around and just go, if you just take his wages, you can have him.
Ben Godfrey's fit,
Yeah.
then I think. But then Everton might keep hold of
That's
him.
a
It
good
might be
thought.
if they can. I think
good.
I think a lot of it comes down to
Adam
Michael
Lloyd as
Keane.
well. Yeah.
Whether if someone
Keane
comes in,
wants to go, doesn't he?
someone comes in for an offer with Michael Keane, then I think he'll go.
Yeah.
He'll keep holding Mina for the rest of the season, and
Just as back up, really. Keane will go, I
good
think.
football
There'll
from
be,
Denmark.
there'll be a team who takes Michael Keane, no problem.
Yeah,
That's a
of course
good
they will.
move again. Scott Olsen.
mate.
Matt Ryan gathers Australia on the ropes a little bit here.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There can be only one, says, can you see Manchester United in the Cup being Lampard's last game? If he loses against Wolves and whoever it is. Well, we'll have had... We've got Wolves at home, Man City away yet, and Brighton at home before United Cup game. So the manager will be looking for at least 4 points out of those 3 games. Should really be looking for 6 points. I know Brighton are a decent football team, but 2 home games, I expect Everton to win both of them. So,
We'll see.
I don't know. I've no idea what the board will be thinking, and I'm trying not to think like that. Let's try and think the other way and say, now we'll beat both of them, and we'll have a new striker in as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
You never know.
I've just seen a
Tunisia. Oh, Tunisia.
Tunisia. Him down the
Nearly
back.
got round the back,
Yeah.
but
Jay says no more new managers, please. Yep. Stephen Lee says time to do the poll, lads.
oh yeah, nice.
Red Dead versus GTA.
Do it.
That is a
Red
hell
Dead,
of a poll,
Ned
Stephen
set
Lee.
that poll up. Red Dead 2 versus GTA
Got the little
5.
look at Graham Arnold's got the little Jeremy Corbyn look there, side on.
Fair play.
Side on.
Fair play. He just wants quality for everyone.
He does.
That's all he wants. Quality.
Rondon the Legend says big January for the Blues. Frank has to get it spot on. Joe Blakemore says I show pet.
We've just gone over 69,900.
Oh, you beautiful people, 100 away.
99 away.
99 away from the 70k. You're just tremendous people. You're just innocent people.
I got 99 subs and you're one.
You're one of them. Yeah.
98 now.
There you go. Wow, go on, Red Dead.
Come on.
Do
Let's
it.
get it going.
In your face.
Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA, yes or no?
No, it should be which one is better? Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's what I've done.
Okay. That would make more sense.
Red
wouldn't it?
Dead's gone out early with a 69% lead,
It's good. It's good stuff.
71% lead.
Good stuff.
Where are we here? Eugene McGeever says, smash that like button now,
Yeah.
right in the face.
Give it to me in the face.
Where
It's offside, Charlie.
are we? What have you made of these Ronaldo rumours? He's joining Al Nassr for
Seen that this-
480.
to be honest, the only thing I've heard,
That's a good
rumour-wise, is from John Blaine. Like, literally, I've not heard that rumour anywhere else.
That's everywhere this
Okay,
morning.
you know my relationship with mornings.
No, exactly. 426 million pounds.
Funny enough, we were talking about this the other night. Me, John, and
France with their first real chance.
and Cam. And we were talking about Ronaldo, and we were
Yeah.
saying, what does he do next?
Sure,
He's in a mad position where He's looking for a Champions League club, and a Champions League club are not going to come in for him, not for the money.
Bayern Munich have distanced themselves.
Yeah. So what he could do, and we actually said this, is go somewhere and basically just say, well, I could still play top level football, but these are making me the highest paid player in the world. So yes, I could still play in the Champions League if I wanted to, but these are making me more money. Yeah, sell it so that it's like, I don't care. I'm making more money. I've won everything. I don't need to prove myself anymore. I mean,
it's not bad money though, is it? 426 million.
No, what does it matter? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter, does it, to us? It's not money. It's money coming out of their game. It's not money coming out of our game.
I'm just saying for him. It's not
what I don't understand is though, genuinely, right? How do they recoup that?
Well, they're never going to, are they? They're just having his name there, aren't they? There's that much wealth that it doesn't need to be.
Is it just a measuring competition at that point?
Of course it is. They've got so much money.
Because
it
it's
doesn't
not
actually mean anything.
Because listen, we've both watched Ronaldo in the flesh. Yeah. A number of times. Oh, Denmark on the attack down the left, good football.
Good pace. You've got to show him.
No, he's done him. He's done him. Oh, we've watched Ronaldo a lot of times, and I know, listen, people will want to see him. I still want to see Messi. I've never seen Messi in the flesh. I still want to see him. I know, like, there's, missed opportunities, but so I'd love to see him. Ronaldo I've seen. And I've been lucky to see some of the best players in the world playing, and it is great. So maybe there is that thing, and maybe it might be a thing, more of a like attracting people to Saudi Arabia to see Ronaldo like play or whatever. But that's it, isn't it? It is a measuring competition.
When they've got that much money available, then really, what difference does it make to them? No. They can just get Cristiano Ronaldo, over there. People get the chance to go and watch him. He's a big name. Well, he gives them, he highlights their league. Not that I can see people starting to want to go and play over there, but he gives that league a bit of kudos, doesn't he?
We were talking about it.
Not Mohamed kudos.
No, we were talking about it with Messi going to say into Miami, because the other day the rumours were rife, but it looks like he's going to stay in Europe for another year now by the sounds of it. I think he'll want to go back to Barca first, but we'll wait and see. It's like, for them, they're building a new 30,000 capacity stadium. Now, they can start charging $100 a game. Now, they're not going to make the money back, but if they get him in, and they've got the Beckham factor, and apparently they want Suarez and they want Fabregas as well. Cam was amazed that Fabregas still played, but he plays in Serie B. They want so they want they want Messi. Now, Messi, MLS is still a big deal. It's still a really important place.
And it is. It's important to the South Americans. So for them, it's still that to them is still a key league.
Yeah, because
and it's closer to home.
Andy was telling me that actually the next step for MLS is apparently they're looking to bring in African players now. That's the next thing will be
next development.
Go and getting all the, because they've been bringing all the young South Americans and Central Americans in, and obviously they've been pushing the young Americans out to Germany and stuff. So the next market they're looking at is Africa, bringing in the young African players.
Yeah.
So if you've got someone like Messi in your league, because don't forget, MLS would love this. MLS have got a new TV deal with Apple. And the price point is putting a few people off, I believe, in America. A few people are like, it's not worth it. Okay, people who go to the match and get it for free, but other people are like, this price point isn't great. But if you were to get a Messi on board...
they should have got the price point right, though.
No, I know.
The more people who take it... They make the money anyway.
No, I know, but I know. It's a
Australia on the attack.
Well, Apple are
in the box.
Apple have laid out a lot of money, haven't they? And they're gonna
keep it.
Tunisia going close. That price point is, if it had Messi on board, it's that thing, isn't it? It's that thing of like, well, I'll pay because I can watch every single Messi game, every single game. There'll be that little bit of like, I wonder how he's gonna do. And maybe that's what Saudi Arabia are looking for Ronaldo. It doesn't interest me. That doesn't interest me watching Ronaldo, because I've seen him and I've seen the best of Ronaldo. We've all seen the best of him. But I think Messi being an Inter Miami is quite intriguing because of where it is and because we know he's still got a lot in the tank.
Of course, yeah.
So, and obviously we all want to see Messi coached by Phil Neville.
That's the thing. That is the thing. Phil Neville, what can he bring to Messi? Quality.
That's it. So
10 minutes early. So he'll definitely bring to get him there on time. He's good at that.
And obviously, Inter Miami's ground isn't actually built yet. They're still waiting to start it. They think they've got to do something with. There's a golf course there at the moment. They've got to close it down. They've got to sort out the land. Could be another couple of years. So he may never see that stadium. May never play in it. Because obviously he's playing a temporary stadium at the moment. So he may never play in it. But to grow that name, and if you think about it, MLS could be one of a very interesting league going forward. And I tell you why. Because it has the playoff system, which we don't necessarily like, but because it does have that.
Like it.
But I know what I mean is you wouldn't have it in this country, though, would you? I mean, I'd definitely not have relegation. It brings that factor to people where they go. People who watch World Cups and stuff like the knockout factor. So if you said, well, MLS is like that, and then you start wanting to sell it around the world and going, this turns into a cup competition. This once it, because they're going to increase the playoffs, aren't they, as well? Yeah. They're adding teams to the playoffs.
Well, it's going to be it's going to eventually settle on two 18 playoffs, isn't it, in both divisions?
So it's going to, if they get that right, and they're getting a good mix of talent, and they're getting like people, I know this retirement league, but it's not a retirement league anymore. It's got really good talent playing in it now. Really good talent.
Well, look at the likes of Almiron. You know, he went in, done really well at Atlanta, and he's gone to Newcastle. Okay, and a chance for Australia. Touch is poor.
Right, we
he's
need
gone and done well for Newcastle now, hasn't he?
77 subs we need for 70,000.
That's incredible.
If you're watching and you haven't subbed, give us a sub. Listen, you sub to loads of different things that you probably now and again watch one of their videos. If that's what we are, that's what we are. But we'll take the sub, and once in a while we'll pop up with a video and you'll go, this is interesting. I'm enjoying this. I like this. I want to watch this. So give us a sub.
Wayne Rooney interview would be one.
Which, may or may not be coming on YouTube.
So keep looking out for it. You know. Carla says, I like Ange. Seems like a nice guy too. His interviews are great. He speaks very well. Joe Blakemore says Red Dead 2 easy, and Rondon the Legend says Red Dead all day. Well, it's actually only 51.49 at the minute in favour of Red Dead.
Can people tell me in the comments, because this is a discussion me and Baz have quite a lot, why do you favour one over the other, if you could tell me that? See, I love both games, but the last of it just edges it for me, because I love narrative. I love I love narrative. I love a good story. I'm obviously someone who watches a lot of films, and I love a good narrative. And to me, The Last of Us is very much like watching a film that you're playing.
The Last of Us isn't in this thing, though.
No, sorry, what is it?
It's Red Dead.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I'm an absolute idiot. Sorry, I apologise. I'm an idiot.
Well, whoever wins this, we'll put The Last of Us 2 in.
Sorry, I'm an idiot. I apologise. But in this, it's Red Dead for me. Because I just love... Again, I love in that though, we are somewhat narrative. It's the story. I prefer Arthur's story of and John's story being in the Old West. Because I love what I love about it is I love obviously Michael in Grand Theft. If anyone's watched Ray Donovan, it's honestly when I watched Ray Donovan, I thought it'd been written by the people who wrote Grand Theft. It's the same. But what I love about it is, about Red Dead is, it's about a man who wants to live in the old world, and the new world is emerging. And when you go to, what's the place called? I mean, it's New Orleans, isn't it? But what's it called in the game? The big town you go to. It's got a French name, hasn't it? St. Louis, is it?
No, it's not St.
Louis. But when you go there,
you can see it.
He actually says, doesn't he? He goes, I don't like this. I want to live in the old world. And I love that narrative of a fella who's happy and the world's changing around him and he can't cope with it, he can't deal with it. And actually what's mad is, I think, I don't want to give anything away, but what happens to him is because of the new world. It's because he starts mixing with, he has to be around other people, and that's how that's what happens with him. Whereas he'd been left alone to live in the deserts and in the little old, he would have been fine.
All right, the Blues says can't expect 3 points just because we're at home. No, we're not even flat track bullies. I know, but I still expect Everton to win home games. I really do. The crowd and everything at Goodison, the energy there, I expect them to win home games.
65 to go. And I'm going in 5 minutes. So
We're at 37 minutes 20. It's still 0-0 Australia, Denmark.
But the other thing for me is what is heartbreaking is in Red Dead when it feels like you've done everything, and it feels like you're living in a shell of a world.
Yeah.
Whereas, and I understand that's why people go to the online
stuff,
version,
yeah.
but for the online version, it's just too random for me. It doesn't have the narratives I like. What I want them to do is do what like they've done with the Avengers game, where they just keep adding story to it all the time. But they aren't they? Because that's what they're working on the new one instead. But see, I suppose the trade-off is, isn't it? They could say, well, we could keep playing. But ultimately, they can't do that with Red Dead because they can't go anywhere else because they've Red Dead 1. So I suppose the trade-off is if they turn around and said, well,
blocked it and he's hit him in the face.
We could either give you Red Dead 3 or we just keep on adding bits to Red Dead 2. But as I said, they can't add anything to Red Dead 2 because Red Dead 1's set after it. So they could add stuff to Red Dead 1, I suppose, in a weird way, or remake Red Dead 1. So I'm really surprised they haven't remade Red Dead 1.
Depends on how difficult it is to do, isn't it?
I know,
so
but
where's Red Dead 3 going to be set after it?
I think that's going to be before Red Dead 2.
But then that limits that as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, but for them that makes sense, doesn't it?
I'm just saying it limits it though.
So at end of Red Dead 1, you've got Jack Marsden. So you could go on with his story, and it's all about Jack. But again, the problem with Red Dead, if you go forward in time, you're going into the new world.
Yeah.
So there's not much cowboy stuff left.
Yeah. No.
So that's why you have to go back in time.
I'd rather it be back.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you could even branch off and go sideways though, couldn't you? Somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. Go in someone else's life.
And Sophie Gallagher says, smash the like button. Thank you, Soph. Says, also, thoughts on Football Insider. What a funny site that is, claiming Everton are happy with their attacking options. I take no notice of any of them sites, Soph, because they haven't got any inside info, that's all.
60 subs to 70,000.
Is right, thank you very much.
Done.
The mighty Cams in the comments says, in all fairness, Red Dead is 5 years older than GTA 5. So it's far more advanced. So
Hang on, Red Dead 2's newer than Grand Theft Auto 5.
yeah, I think, Paul...
What?
Hang on. I think you... Hang on, Cam. Hang on. You mean 5 years newer than GTA 5?
Yeah, but I don't worry about that stuff. To me, again, it's the narrative, it's the story.
Yes,
the
story.
graphics. The graphics don't bother me.
The graphics, aren't they? Aaron Moy, nice little ball dropped in over the top. Australia have the ball on the edge of the box. Now can you pick someone else? No, he's gone for the low shot. Michael Angel. Jay says it's Ronaldo washing. There you go.
It is. Very much.
And Cam's gone for Rockstarry, as in Stewie. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018. Is that when it was? Wow. Wowzicles. 2018. Carla says the amount of money he'd be getting reminds me of the lottery chat you were having on the 1878 podcast yesterday. Love those podcasts, by the way. Thank you very much, Carla.
Thanks, Carla.
We like doing them. Thank you very much.
Surprised you're not listening to serial killer podcasts.
Maybe.
Oh, round the back. They're going to get round the back.
Ball
oh, lad, he tried to
ball.
curl it and just hit it straight to the keeper.
Terrible ball.
Oh, lad.
Where are we?
In the entry.
Okay, Rondon says hit the likes. Cheers, mate. Captain Toffee says 10 years since the last GTA release.
Well, the new one's coming out, isn't it, in the next year or so? Next maybe 2 years, depending.
Yeah.
56 subs for 70,000. You know it makes sense if you haven't already.
It's going to happen in a minute, mate. Maxter says 4 times I've bought GTA 5. Why have you bought it 4 times?
I know why, because I've done the same.
Have you?
360.
That's nonsense. Xbox One and PS5, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible, that is.
Fair play.
Sophie says, I feel like I'm eating McDonald's all the time at these McDonald's billboards at the World Cup. Fair play. The Blues says we need the MLS to become the Super League and take the top 6 over there. It'd be delicious, that. Take them and get them out of the country. Captain Toffee says, dig up Anfield and fly it over the pond and plonk it in the worst state there is. Okay. The Blues says, have you seen Thiago Almada over there, Argentinian attacker, looks like the next big talent. There's a few over there, you know. There is some good players over there now. I've said before, I like Cade Cowell, who's at San Jose Earthquakes. I think he's a really good player. He's only young, to be fair. Pacey, though. Can play through the middle or wide. But yeah, I've seen Almada at Atlanta. He's one. But there's a lot of young South Americans being picked up now for MLS as well. And obviously, from their league, they're seeing that as a step up, I guess, for them. And obviously for the league, it's really good to have a younger talent pool coming through to A, encourage their own players, but B, for everybody else's perception of it, to get away from a fact it's where players go when they're 35 for big money. You'll still get big money players, you will still get people. I mean, Chiellini's there, isn't he, at Atlanta? Bale's over at Atlanta. You know, we've had Higuain at Inter Miami, who's retired now. You know, you're still going to get it. Messi, there probably would have been quite a few teams would have liked to have taken Ronaldo, but not for that kind of money, obviously. But I think that the more norm is the younger players. And the States are getting some good young players. Their team's very young at the World Cup, isn't it? But what you're seeing as well, like Ped said before, a few of their young players are going out to Germany as well. So it is good, it's definitely good. It's a throw into Australia as Ped bids us a fond farewell. You know, when are you back? What date are you back in?
A week on Monday.
A week on Monday, whenever that is.
Bring me back Haley sign for you.
There's a chance. Cross goes in, it'll be gathered. No, it won't be. Schmeichel fists it away. It's in the box and Denmark smash it away.
Right, everybody. See you later.
See you, Pedrag. Have a good one, lad. Enjoy it. Take it easy.
Bring me back in New York. Yeah.
Stay safe.
I want to bring you back out to here.
Enjoy the Christmas tree at the Rockefeller Centre
I love that.
and all that. And the Statue of Liberty in your face. Take it easy, mate. Ta-ra, lad. Enjoy. Denmark on the break with Skov Olsen. We're into first half stoppage time. There'll be 2 additional minutes. 0-0 Tunisia, France 0-0 as well. Australia have won themselves a free kick now as we approach the 46th minute.
He's going on
the game.
He's going on holiday.
Yes. And we're waving to you. We're waving to you.
America twice in 1 year.
America.
That would have been. I know everywhere we went wasn't a state, but that would have been like.
No, it was a state.
DC is not a state, is it?
We went to Virginia.
He's been to like.
We went to Virginia.
Maryland.
We went to Maryland and we went to Minnesota.
DC.
And we
Minneapolis,
went to
St. Paul.
The District of Columbia. So
Incredible. And he's going. He's been all of them, and now he's going to New York and wherever else he's going.
Well, just essentially New York. I don't think he's. Yeah, just going to New York. Oh, blocked. Australia breaking. 30 seconds left. Good ball into the penalty area. Cleared away by
What's
Denmark.
been happening so far? I've been editing.
It's Denmark have been the better side, to be fair, but Australia looked dangerous on the break.
Christensen.
So it's it's a bit of a little bit of jeopardy here, of course. This result puts Australia through and knocks Denmark out. So
Denmark have to win.
they've got to win. Quite simply, Australia only have to draw.
Have Australia ever got to the knockout stages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kale was
Yeah,
playing.
Kale scored a
Scored against
brilliant
Japan,
goal,
didn't he?
yeah.
It's half time. 0-0. That first half, Australia will be the
0-0.
happier of the two sides at the break. Denmark have got 45 minutes, well, probably an hour if you include the injury time, to save their World Cup dreams as they go off here goalless. On our telly, which will be behind yours, it's still Tunisia 0, France 0, and that is now going into injury time, and it looks like that'll be 2 minutes as well.
Have France played well?
No, Tunisia have been the better side.
Really, yeah?
Well, they've had the better opportunities from what I've seen.
France played 4-4-2.
France are just playing whoever they want. Oscar says the setting of Red Dead is what sells it for me. Yeah, the setting in Red Dead's incredible. There's the current, as it stands, France 7 points from 9. Australia will go through in second place with 4 points, and Denmark and Tunisia would finish on 2. That is as it stands right now.
I prefer the story of Red Dead. Some of the stuff they get you doing on Red Dead, and it's like I'm basically, this is the most boring mission ever, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Where GTA is it's like it gets to a point, it's fun, and then Trevor comes to Los Santos, and it's.
Do you know what?
And then you're just doing the same. You're just doing the same heist over and over again. It's
GTA,
really boring.
right? I absolutely loved Grand Theft Auto 3. In fact, I bought them all again on my PlayStation 5, the old ones, Vice City. I've got them all again to do, and I started doing like the first one, and I'm like a third of the way through, and I've lost a bit of interest in it. But GTA 5, I didn't even finish. Started playing it and was just like, and I mean, when I say didn't even finish, I don't even think I'd done 10 missions. It was just, I just got bored.
After a while, it just gets boring.
This is crap.
It starts off pretty good.
Not crap, sorry. It's just, I've done all that before.
It's very repetitive.
Whereas with Red Dead Redemption, and certainly Red Dead 2, that world is France on the attack.
And the story's more engaging.
Yeah, it's just a better story. I think it is because
you're in new places all the time.
But
I
think it's the world it's in. I think it's because it is old. It's obviously old-fashioned, isn't it? And there's different things. As soon as you fire a shot in, it's all of that stuff of it's all new, you know, and the horses and the setting up camps and all that. And for me, there's loads and loads of scope there of what they can do. Where I think I look at GTA and it's like, okay, what are you going to do again? You're just doing an updated game, and that updated game will be a gangster in an American town, city rather, LA or whatever it is, or New York, whatever they do with it, and you're going to go and have heists and rob people and all that.
It's stuff we've seen a million times.
That's it. Whereas with GTA, yes, some of it will be repetitive because essentially that's life, probably repetitive when you look at it. But there's just something more captivating about Red Dead, that world.
Captivating.
No, but there is, isn't it?
It's the for me, it's like the woods bit, the nature thing, going to hunt and stuff, and it just makes me want to watch like a cowboy film.
And there's all of that.
Horses.
There's all of that, the hunting aspects of it, and there's loads of stuff they could probably do with that.
Hunting folk.
Which continues to grow and evolve, right? Whereas, how do you do that in a modern world? Do you know what I mean?
And there's so much. You could just go without doing a mission or main mission. You just go for a ride across the Red Dead 2
and other stuff,
and you're constantly being stopped to go, what's that? And there's like this random, like riding through. I can't remember what the woods is called, but you ride through this woods, you start hearing howls, and you find a wolf man. You don't get that in GTA. You get, oh, he stole my bike every now and again, and I appreciate that's because Red Dead Redemption's come out, you know, how many years later. So they had more time to develop new stuff. But for me, it just makes the story so much more interesting, and that's not even necessarily the story.
Yeah. Luke says, give a like, it's easy to forget. I've just remembered myself. Wellness coach says, who do you genuinely believe will play regular first team football with Everton from 18s, 21s and 23s? Well, there's no 23s anymore. I honestly don't know, mate. It's a difficult one, that. There's people like Isaac Price look like they've got, you know, good ability. Stanley Mills is an interesting one, but it's how he develops.
All I'm going to say is...
Reece Welsh is one who I know they really think he'll do big things, but he's got to develop as well.
All I'm going to say is that conversation, or a very, very similar one, is coming to Toffee TV Premier today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, if you're not a Toffee TV Premier member, join and hear
St Denis it is, of course it is.
St Denis.
St Denis, it's what New Orleans is, isn't it? Just what they call it. And absolutely love that. Right now, GTA 5 has beaten Red Dead Redemption 2. That's
really... I think a lot of younger audience will vote GTA 5 because of the nostalgia of GTA Online. Because some of the best times I've ever had with my mates on the 360 and then on the PS4 was GTA
Really,
Online.
yeah. See, I've never ever played it online.
Because like
ever.
they'd be like created maps by other people, and it'd be like death room. So like me and my mates would like there'd be a group of us with snipers on this thing, this building, and then there'd be this like course. It'd be like
You're
it's like
terrifying.
Total Wipeout, but we'd have to like we shoot stuff like trucks, and the trucks come down, and we gotta try and kill you. And then there's stuff.
Okay.
And there was
You are scary when we have these combos.
like rockets versus Lamborghinis and stuff. We just had loads of fun.
Roberto on the super chat, thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated.
Top
Says,
man.
well in for last night, mate. Good stuff. Good sport for staying. 70,000 incoming. Should stay tonight, just saying. Oh, no, my missus said when I went out, you're not doing a 7 o'clock watch along, are you? I was like, no, not tonight.
I wanted to.
Want to watch footy with Zach tonight.
I tried to get the lads
Not
band
watched enough
practice.
with them, to be fair.
Tried to get the lads band practice before our big show on Friday,
Oh, yeah.
and they were like, I said, we're doing new songs on Friday, let's run over them. And our drummer just went, we'll just wing them. We'll just wing them.
We're not winging them.
We'll just wing
You're
them.
not going to wing them. I've never heard that.
It was
Just,
like,
I think I'll just winger this
He was
interview.
like, we're professionals. I was like, fair enough.
There you go.
We have got to that stage now. We used to, 5 years ago, we used to practice every week. We got to that point now, we never practice. Practice like a couple of times a year because we know we can just say a song and we'll just play it first
that's
time.
probably why you're still playing in pubs, but there you go. The channel official says GTA is better than Red Dead. It's not, so there you go. It's all opinion.
It's
to me,
opinionated.
I was bored with GTA 5 after about half an hour playing it, maybe.
We could look
Never
at
been bored.
stats and talk about, what's generated more income. That which would probably be GTA just because of online.
Well, the online
Would probably
stuff,
blow
that's
it out of the water.
People love online. I don't really like it. I like FIFA online.
But I'd say like most replayed story and stuff would be like Red Dead.
Red
in my
Dead
opinion.
easily.
And I reckon the correlation of Red Dead 2 and returning Red Dead 1 players to GTA 5 to returning GTA 4 players would be...
Don't get me wrong, GTA changed the way games are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The stuff that went on, unbelievable.
Rockstar changed.
Rockstar,
how
absolutely
games-
incredible.
Bully,
I've
GTA,
loved GTA,
Red
but
Dead.
just right now, I'm bored with it.
Did you
I
play-
was never ever bored, ever bored.
Did you play Bully?
Yeah.
It was amazing. Wasn't
Ruben says standard games, Red Dead is way better.
it? Cam Inga playing left back there.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Thought he was a centre midfielder.
Cam says Red Dead story is better, but it's so much better mechanically as well, because it's newer. Yeah, well, it will be, won't it?
I don't think it's fair
It
to
will
take
be
that
that.
into account.
Oh, Max that bought it on the PS3, PS4, PC, and now PS5.
See,
That's
mine
the
was
four.
360, Xbox One. No, 360, then Xbox One, then PS4. I don't know. I can't remember if I bought it on PS3. I've had all of them, and then I got the PS5, but I've already got it on there. I didn't have to buy it again. I've not got the Xbox Series X, whatever it's called. I don't think I'll be getting it.
Right, you can either keep talking. You just keep talking.
Well, I need to go to the toilet.
Well,
so
go on,
if
go
you
to
want
the
to go
toilet.
to
'Cause
standby,
while you're going, I'll put the kettle on for me with that much.
should we have a little 5-minute break?
Well, the game's going to be coming. Like, we're going to go to the card. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm just getting, because it's freezing in this room, which is mad, because we've got the window open for one of the aerials. It's freezing in here. So I'm just getting a quick cup of tea. But we'll be back. In fact, just put it on. Just put the sound off.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
World Cup, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup.
There you go.
Enough time's passed. There's been loads of rumours.
Got to stand by.
We've heard all the stories. But come on, tell me. Why did you leave Everton?
World
Welcome back.
Cup, World
Are we on?
Cup, World
I
Cup,
Welcome
World
back.
Cup.
Second half of Australia, Denmark, 0-0. Been 2 subs. Bart is on for them.
Want the last cookie?
No, thanks. And Bacchus is on for Australia. We are 8 away from 70,000, so thank you very much. Big Boss Ben, 1989, says, shame we don't have Timmy Cahill up front anymore. Keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. Delete that. Stephen Lee says the graphic on the right is frozen where the poll or the chat was. I don't know.
Shouldn't be now because I've refreshed
It
it.
shouldn't be now, yeah. GTA is winning 51-49 after 470 votes. So there you go.
That's fine, but I prefer Red Dead 2 because I'm a single player.
Yeah. I'm the same. Red Dead 2 is miles better for me, but that's because I play the actual campaign thing. If you are playing GTA 5 and you're saying it's better for the online thing, then I can't argue with you because I've never really played it online. It wouldn't be my thing. As Casper Schmeichel just...
What are you
I
doing?
don't know what he's trying
Why
to
is he
do.
pinging it? What's the corner
He was
flag?
thinking it like, I don't know.
Just play
It's
it.
a corner to
Play
Australia
his
in the
feet.
opening minute of the second half. Glenn Watson says, Red Dead 2 was sensational in lockdown. I just rode around the Wild West on a horse. No need to go outside. Absolutely.
We all replayed stuff in lockdown, didn't we?
The which?
In lockdown, we all replayed things.
It's a corner to Australia. It's Aaron Moy is going to take it. Whips it in. Near, flicked on at the near post. It's a chance. Edge of the box. Oh, shanked it. It's another corner. Oh, it was a chance there. Half a chance for Australia. It was the Australian Chiellini. No, Bonucci rather. Who was at that opportunity. The graphics where the names are on the right-hand side, Stephen said, were frozen.
I've refreshed it, so it should be
Yeah, it
working
should
now.
be fine now. Where are we? Luke says, Jermaine, those tattoos don't substitute a personality, mate. Aaron Moy with the corner again. It's a deeper one that time. It's cleared out again. It's a throw into Australia. Good pressure this at the start of the second half. Glenn Watson says, I was watching another video while you were on a break. I was watching something suspenseful and I heard Ped sing, World Cup. There you go. Streets of Rage. Someone just threw into the comments there as a game. What a shout that was. Right, as we are watching this, just let's see, Denmark still trying to clear it. I mean, that looked like a foul on Aaron Moy to me, but the referee didn't give it.
Where's Aaron Moy now?
He's on the pitch here, mate, in
No,
Qatar.
I don't mean right now.
I want to say, because right now, that's exactly
what club
he
is Aaron Moy playing at now?
I don't know.
I quite liked him when he was at Huddersfield and Brighton.
Aaron Moy, I'm going to find out right for you now. Just as Australia break
He's
again.
probably.
He's 32.
I was going to say he's
oh,
probably
that's
getting
Celtic.
on now. Oh, is he? Yeah.
There's a chance here. Ball back in. Oh, scooped over the bar. That was another.
He had time then to take a
He
touch.
did have time. Australia. Hopefully you won't be ruining these misses at the end.
Fell out with the Leeds kit on in the Australia.
Little 1-2 there. Oh,
Oh, he had time to put it onto his right foot.
He did. Well, just had time to just take a touch, didn't he, really? He just took a touch there. Australia could well have been 1 up. We are 3 away from 70,000 subs. Outstanding.
Really? They can't seem to get the ball out of their own half.
Outstanding.
You're giving the ball away. Højbjerg done much, or Ericsson?
No, not really. Not really. Luke says, sorry I've asked this so many times, but am I in the right Super Brew League? For the World Cup?
If you're in the Toffee TV one.
If you're in the Toffee TV one, yeah. If you're not, then no.
I'm not in the World Cup one, but you'll know if you're in the Premier League one if
I'm in the World Cup.
If it said in there at the top.
The GTA is now back ahead with 52-48. Tight though, isn't it?
Yeah,
tight
I
one.
suppose one half is online players and the other half is single players. That would be my
Maybe.
my wisdom.
Anyway,
full
fair play.
Opinion.
Fair play. Hit the like button if you're watching. 630 of you watching with us at the moment. Only 153 likes, so you've let yourselves down and your families. But hey, listen, that's up to you. Denmark clear the ball up to the halfway line. Australia to knock back forward. Got to get round a little flick header. Just the wrong side of the forward. I'm gonna do a little thing now. Tell me in the comments where you are watching, where you are joining us from. Let us know in the comments where you're watching this live stream from. Let's see where we are, because the Red Men are doing something about where their subscribers come from at the moment. So let's see where you were all watching from. John Chadwick's just ordered the Toffee TV Bayern Munich Everton mug.
Oh, nice.
John also likes both Red Dead and Red Dead 2, but Red Dead 2 is better. You are correct, John. It is. Gary Ward says howdy. Josh Oldfield says howdy, Gary, and fellow World Cuppers. Ruse, come on the boys. Obviously, Ruse watching all the way from Australia. He is a big Australia fan, of course, and why wouldn't you be? Patrick McLaughlin is watching from Prescott, so that's fair play.
Nice.
Glenn Watson is watching from foggy London town. An Everton fan talks about is watching from Tenerife. Hello, mate. Eugene's watching from Northern Ireland. Hello to Northern Ireland. Enrico Hack is watching from Germany. Alex Jones is watching from Orlando, Florida. Right there. Iconic Football Shirt is watching from Croxteth. Oscar's watching for Spang, from Spang even, in the middle of England. Robert Oldfield from Flintshire. Stuart Armitage from Luton. Enrico Hack is Germany, Nord Rhine-Westphalia, Munster City. What a place. Gary Schmidt's watching from Phnom Penh. From
What?
Pen.
From what?
Phnom Penh.
From Phnom Penh.
Never say that right. In Cambodia. EFC Tom's watching from Sunderland. Rondon is watching from Notty Ash.
Notty Ash, that's in Liverpool, isn't it?
Maxter says, I know loads of people who didn't like Red Dead because they didn't have the patience to ride around on a horse. When you're not.
That's the best part.
belter.
Except for when you go flying off a cliff.
No,
and
not when you go.
No!
Not when you work hard to get the white horse and then you get
That's what
you
happened
get
to
hit
me.
by a train.
I went all the way across the map to get the white Arabian, and then it fell off a cliff and died.
Phnom Penh, isn't it, in Cambodia? I took ages to get that white horse.
what a ball.
Scott Olsen, it's against the defender who's gone down. Referee may well, no, defender's back up, should have stayed down there. Denmark have the ball, cross dug out. Good header. And then hook clear.
Well defended.
And they've done well there to come out of it. If they come out with the ball, it's gone out. Yeah, and then I got hit by a train on the train track, and that was the end of that. Hayes there, says Crosby. Adam Prentice is watching in Coventry. Jet Ruse is watching in Sydney, where it is currently 3 a.m. But you're watching your team and you're on our stream. So
I feel like he's set up to watch us.
Andy is watching from Luton. He's working away from Tranmere at the moment.
Nice.
Georgie is, that Kuil is on the bench for Australia. He's only 18. He tore Barcelona apart. He's just signed for Newcastle. These are the players we should be looking at. Let's see. Alexander Hoffler says, hi Baz, I had a question about the Christmas jumpers, but it's too many letters to ask here. So take a look at Premier. Ned will look at Premier for you, mate, and have a look.
Is it in the comments?
Either that or it'll be a direct message on.
I thought that was going to be turned into a really good joke then, for so many letters to Santa or something.
Glenn's in Fak Mountains on the island of New Guinea. Okay, Ned will change the poll in a sec, as Tunisia have just gone close to scoring against France. And it'll be who's qualifying for. You'll have to put the new poll up.
I'll need your laptop.
Okay. The Blue says, I never even used my white Arabian unless I had horse revivers in stock and I had them with me for Arthur's last mission. Right, I'll end the poll then.
I think
GTA has won.
I think Ped sorted Alexander.
Oh, has he? Okay, so. GTA 152.47, which doesn't make sense. Georgie says, come on, Tunisia. Bit harsh. So if we're going for a new poll, when am I doing it, ain't it?
Yeah. Do you want me to show you how to do it?
Oh, I have done it before. It's just on the thing.
So, at the bottom, see the plus sign?
There, yeah. That's
Engage
it,
with your audience.
That's it, yeah.
Dead easy.
It was, yeah, I've done it before, I just couldn't remember.
Have you got an idea for a poll?
Ryu's just asked me to do this one, so we.
When do you put your decorations up?
They're already up, mate.
Are they, yeah?
Of course they are. Why wouldn't he be? Gotta be up, mate. There we go. Let's go. New poll. Start voting. Ruben says, told them about QL before. You did. Basic Trig says the White Arabian was like a crack addict. Couldn't run for days, but was paranoid. Could run for days, but was paranoid. Yeah, it was paranoid, like, wasn't it? Gary Smith, this is for you, Ned. Vinyl records or digital music?
So, digital music now is heavily compressed to get them into a lower bit rate, so the quality is lesser. And on vinyl records, you have something called a warm saturation. But so I want to say vinyl records, but digital music is the way of life now and the way forward. But there's always something about it. In fact, the best thing I would say is listening to old records on a tape, because of the warm saturation, and the tape history will get terrible quality, but there's something historic about listening to 1940s music with in the background.
Just let me record you talking so I can go to sleep tonight. Just a quick answer.
Do you know what I used to do for fun?
Quick, send people to sleep.
I used to get really I used to get tracks from like the 1900s of like archives off the internet, and I used to restore.
We've gone over 70,000
Have we?
subs.
Sack the audio. Get in.
Woo! Yes, well done, everyone.
70,000. I'm proud.
Well done.
Do you know what?
Outstanding.
I'm just gonna get my laptop so I can do something.
Do it.
Hit 70K.
Outstanding. Massive thank you to everybody who has subbed. Huge thank you. Outstanding effort. Ruse, you did ask a slightly different one for a poll, but you literally just included Australia, Aussies, or the Socceroos. I was never doing that. I was giving people a chance.
That sounds like a biased poll.
It sounded slightly biased. Currently, Denmark are winning. They're not. It's 0-0, but in the poll they're winning. But it's tight. Them in Australia, 44% to 43, and Tunisia on 14. Where else is everybody watching from? Let us know. Georgie says, I've just joined. Yeah, he has. You have just joined. The Blue says, congrats, fellas. Maxter says, well done, lads. Thank you very much, boys. Glenn Watson says, Baz, do you go for a live Christmas tree that's in a pot or a fake one? Got a fake one, mate, but we've had it for years and it's brilliant. It looks like a real tree. It's boss. But what I do is buy the scented bits to hang on it, so it smells like a real Christmas tree. The pine. Tunisia lead against France. Wow.
Really?
1-0.
Let's see the goal on here.
1-0.
It's
not from that.
Not a very good cross.
1-0. That has thrown the cat amongst the pigeons.
Okay.
That is a belter. It's a belter. Yeah. And put it on.
In everything.
Put it on everything. Yeah. Thank everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Luke says, thank you very much.
That's the
he doesn't.
nicest
Luke
thing
says,
that
congrats. Ruse says,
me.
congrats, lads. Amazing result. You deserve it. It's the goal net, I think. just tucked it past the keeper. I mean, I don't know what the goalie's doing.
He's broke his foot, meanwhile.
Carla says, well done, lads. Well deserved for all the hard work you do. People should get over to Premier. It's well worth it. Thank you very much, Carla, for all your support. Indeed. And, of course, being a Premier member as well. Thank you very, very much.
A very loyal Premier member.
She is. She's a belter, Carla. Absolute belter. Maxter's watching from Valentine. Place.
Valentine? On Red Dead Redemption 2?
What a place.
Or what?
What a place.
Both.
the Legend says vinyl all day. Iconic football shirt, that's a really important question. Does Selfridges sell fridges?
No.
No? Okay. There you go, fast. Eugene McGeever says, congratulations. Thank you, Eugene. Oh, Australia getting an important block in there inside their own penalty area. The Blues says, Wabry Kazri doing bits. It does. It's an Australian break. It's 1v1. Can he finish with a shot? Brilliant. Shoot. Scores! Australia lead. What a goal. That is a tremendous goal. Wow. 1-0 to Australia. Rouge will be jumping round his house at 3 a.m. But that is a brilliant, brilliant goal.
Denmark now have to score 2 goals.
Oh my word. What a goal that was for Australia. I'm seeing Cassidy's goal again up there, but this goal is better.
As it stands, is Denmark at the bottom of this group?
Denmark at the bottom of the group now.
I did not expect that.
What a goal that was. Wow. Breakaway, tremendous. Miles onside, ran from his own half. One way, then the other. Great composure. That touch there. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Australia in dreamland. 61 minutes gone. And the other game, Kazri, who's just scored for Tunisia, has gone off. But what a lovely goal that was. Was it McGree? What a finish that was. It's a tremendous goal. Kasper Schmeichel given no chance in the corner. It's a brilliant, brilliant goal. Rondon says, congratulations. Luke says, used to majorly rate Kazri. Maxter says, what a goal. Crimson says, come on, the Aussies. Paul Finch says, come on, Oz. What a goal that was. Glenn Watson says, Ned, there was no rewind on my Walkman. I had to turn the tape over and fast forward in order to listen to my favourite song.
That was the only thing, obviously, and it was stuff like tape and it's something called destructive. Yeah. So when you're being a producer, when you're editing destructive audio, you make a mistake. If you want to put reverb on a tape,
look at the group.
You put too much on, you can't go back. You can't splice and unsplice where digital audio now is.
The Blues, he did get torn inside out there, Mal, didn't he? I still like him, he's a good player, but he did get torn inside out there. Great goal, absolutely brilliant counter-attack. Tremendous goal. 1-0 to the Aussies. 1-0. And 1-0 to Tunisia against France. Incredible scenes. Incredible scenes, that is.
See, when I was saying yesterday, people having a go at England for dropping points against USA, like they've got a God-given right to in every game.
It was. Lecky legs.
There's no team that's been...
Marla through the legs as well.
There's no team that's been amazing.
No,
there hasn't. World Cup.
Not even France.
France were rubbish against Denmark.
Yeah, there's a much changed French side today as well, but Lecky legs, what a goal that was. If the score stayed the same...
Oh!
What's happened? Looking at the wrong one.
Give and go.
Australia again. Ball to the back.
Go on.
Oh my word. If the little bit off that, Lecky was in again there. Wow. If the score stayed the same, it's France versus could be France Argentina in the next round.
Really? Yeah.
That's what wellness coach says. Yes. Steve Kelly says, congratulations, lads. Cheers, Steve. Steve, of course, who will be with us. The Whittle Clooney will be with us on Friday, I think it is.
Australia can go top and goal difference, can't they?
Wanderlust says it's like the gaffer said. Common word in Australia. That's a bit naughty over here.
Oh, no,
Tunisia just scored.
Australia have to score.
Go get that last goals. 16 back while you still can, mate. Fair play. And they took it by force. They certainly did. It was what a brilliant goal by Lecky. Absolutely.
I'm rooting for Australia for Simply Kel.
For who?
Simply Kel.
I'm rooting for them for Rouge, to be honest. Loyal.
Rouge, but more
Jeremy
Simply
Rouge.
Kel.
loyal Premier member forever and ever and a day. And also Ozzy Dillon, of course, who's a, tremendous fella. So there you go. And all of our other
Ozzy Dillon has abandoned Australia, though. So.
Good block. He hasn't abandoned them. He's got his life to live. He hasn't abandoned
He's living in Barcelona, to be fair.
He's working for Barcelona at one stage. He hasn't abandoned his life. Fella's got a life to live. Where are we here? Hakon says, did I miss a vinyl versus digital discussion? Well, you just had Ned's opinion on it.
Mbappe, Saliba,
corner, it needs to be webbed clear. Just put your foot through it, lad. Don't take chances there.
Do you think that's a bit pointless from France, bringing them 3 strong players on?
They won't want to lose to Tunisia, will they? They're not bothered about. They're not going to want to lose the game, are they?
They brought Mbappe on.
Carla, as much as I really like you and I do, I'm not going to do a 7 o'clock watch-along game. We done that last night. But we'll be here tomorrow at 3, so if you join us for that.
I want some proper...
We'll stay till 5:30. We'll stay half an hour after the final whistles. That still gives you over another hour of goodness here from us. Where are we? Luke says, Scouts tonight, what else is everyone else scranning on later? I don't know.
I'm
what
hoping
we'll be having.
I'm hoping
mine'll be some kind. Mine'll involve some cruciferous vegetables later, I think.
Depends if there's anything in.
And forward, it's freezing today. Feel like it should be like
it was one of them. It's probably the first day today I got out the shower instead of sweating. I got out the shower and I've gone, ooh.
Do you not finish with a cold shower?
No.
Why?
It's just too. I'd done it for a bit when it was in 2021 when you were first talking about it, and I started doing it.
No, I finished with a cold shower.
And I got up to about 30 seconds, and I just thought,
I do 90 seconds.
It got towards the end of 2021, and I got, no, sack
and
this.
It's free. It is cold, but you do just get used to it. And you're warm after it. My point was, you then don't. The reason why I said it was, when you then get out the shower, you're not cold. Because your skin's alive. You're warm.
I don't go straight into like my bedroom where I get out the shower, the window's wide open to get all the steam out. Yeah. I'm freezing, and then I brush my teeth with something like.
Of course, yeah. But if your head shakes that much, you won't have to move your arm to brush your teeth. Just hold.
Well, you gotta brush your tongue as well, haven't you? So you gotta go.
You've always got to brush your tongue, yeah. Whatever a tongue is.
So you gotta move your arm anyway.
Whatever a tongue is.
Tongue.
Well, you were just shaking that much, then you wouldn't have needed to. That was my point. Oh, nice play again.
Lovely feet. Lovely feet.
That's a brilliant run.
Play it now.
Oh, and it's a goal kick as
nice
well. That was a tremendous run by the Australian Bonucci there. What a run that was.
Let's buy him.
Nice and positive there. I like that.
Skip Anderson like
Bruce says, Letty Baz absolutely buzzing. Mate, fully deserved it here. Fully deserved it. Although he's still gone off about half an hour because they had on all sorts. Where are we? Here. Wanderlust has never had the Liverpool national dish, but I will try it. It's nice, Scouse. Nice. Carla says you're watching Belgium-Croatia game tomorrow. I want to see you have a go at Martinez's attack.
What time kick-off's that? 3?
3, I think, aren't they?
Probably, yeah.
Whatever's the 3 o'clock game, Carl, we'll have both if that's it when they're playing.
Whether I physically can watch Belgium play, because it is quite painful. Yeah. Because it just reminds me of 2015.
Considering that players they've got, it isn't great, is it?
What a ball that was! Oh.
Scott Olsen. Gary Smith just had corned beef mash with beans, gravy and pickled onions.
Oh, you've missed it now.
Got a corner.
That's a nice little meal.
Fair play, Cass.
That's a very English meal, isn't it?
Glenn says, I can never get my shoulders under a cold shower. I only last a few seconds. That's what she said. I'd rather jump into a nice river, so we had no choice. Get it on your body and get acclimatised. Use the cold water to get your shoulders and then it's easier. Really good for you.
What do you think?
Really
what do you think the most homemade British working class tea is? But like homemade chips and egg with a piece of bread and butter on the side.
I think that was one of the staples from years ago, but a lot of Scott Olsen has gone off for Denmark.
Sausages and mash.
A lot of things have
quite
changed,
go-to.
haven't they? A lot of things have changed, so I wouldn't possibly, like to say what people have, what's traditional, because what is traditional? I don't have egg and chips, but I have had it in my life and loved it.
I don't have it, but I
don't
know
have
a lot of people do, don't they? A lot of people like a fish and chips on the chippy.
Is Australia through as it stands? Yes, 100%.
Oh. Keep chasing.
They're comfortably through. As it stands, Denmark are bottom of the group. Oh, poor ball. Denmark are bottling this a little bit here. Danny Cathcart's having beef and ale tonight.
Beef and ale.
Fair play. Royal Blue says, congratulations on the 70,000 subs, lads. Cheers, mate. Everton Humus says, beans on toast.
I'll probably be having some ale, but not with me.
So come on then, where else? We've got a lot of people watching. Where else are you watching from? If you've already answered, you don't need to answer again, obviously. But if you haven't answered, let us know where you're watching from.
Anyone watching from the United States of America?
Yeah, is anyone watching from the States? Have we got, other than Rouge, have we got any other Aussies in the comments watching?
If so, what's your thoughts on your World Cup performances so far? Are you happy that you've made it to the knockout stages? If you're Australia, are you...
Oh, it's a penalty.
Oh.
No, flags up.
Offside.
Luckily, referee.
They'll check it though, won't they?
They'll have to check it. Kasper Dolberg is on. He's gone down, let's see. He's offside.
Offside.
Doesn't count.
Is it a pen anyway? Let's have a look. Yeah, soft anyway.
That wouldn't have been a penalty.
He's got his arms down here.
You're offside, Kasper. Georgie says, Baz, what's your thoughts on Kasper Dolberg? Would you take him at Everton? No, I don't think so. I really liked him a few years ago when he was at Ajax, and that was when we could have got him. And he looked like he was going to be top draw for, really top draw. There you go, ref, you've had a bit of a murder, but they've got you out of jail. He's a good player. I don't know whether he's quick enough for the Premier League. Would he get us enough goals? Don't know, but he is a nice footballer. I mean, you're asking me would I take him when Everton haven't really got, other than Dom, we haven't got a real viable option, have we? Maupay needs to play in it too early. But he is a good footballer, Dolberg, like.
Tunisia wasting another chance.
He did. They had a good opportunity. Meulenstein, that is, isn't it? Not happy. Carla's watching from Ireland. It's nice having no attachment to a team, stress-free. And loving the time away from Everton. Yeah, absolutely.
Whereabouts in Ireland?
Rondon's. Lads, I'm off to town for a scram with my daughter who's a Red. See you tomorrow. See you, mate. Have a nice meal. Enjoy some time with your daughter. Luke Burgess says, living in Rhode Island, but from Liverpool. Can't watch the USA games with the Yanks after someone said on Friday, do they bring on special teams for corners and free kicks? That'll be just people trying to get into it. There'll be loads of Americans who are fully versed in all the rules, but nice one, Luke, for letting us know. Finn is watching from Rainhill in the Brown Edge.
In the Brown Edge pub? Yeah, I know the Brown Edge.
That's what he said. Royal Blue is watching in Prescott, where they refer to St Helens as town and walk around freely with United shirts on in public. Fair play, mate. Fair play.
I was in Prescott Monday night playing footy at the Prescott Snooker Centre.
Carla is down south of Ireland near Wexford.
I have no idea what that is, but fair enough.
MT1878 is watching in Bangkok. Just been to watch my local side, Port FC, beat Ayutthaya United in the Chang FA Cup. We won 3-0, is right.
What a win.
Good result. Good result.
He looks shattered, doesn't he?
Alexander Hoffler's watching from Limerick in Ireland. Ever been anywhere in Ireland that isn't Dublin, boys?
No.
No, I haven't been to Ireland and been out of the... I've been to both airports. I've been to Belfast and Dublin on the way to America and on the way home to America. I've never been out and about in Ireland. My missus really wants to go to Ireland.
Dublin, the capital of Ireland, and Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland.
Correct. But Ireland does look lovely. I just haven't been, but I obviously will go.
Dublin on St. Paddy's Day looks like a boss.
A few people have asked us to do a Toffee TV night over in Ireland.
Yeah,
So that might be something we do next
maybe
year. We might
something
go over
something we can get Paul to sort out.
to Ireland and do something. Steve Kelly says, Ned, what a mix of people on the pod tomorrow.
Oh yeah, do you want another lineup?
Go on.
Me, Steve,
Yeah.
Matthew Barry, who I can't imagine will be very happy, and Paige.
Paige is on it. Should be interesting. Should be very, very interesting.
I want to let
Is she getting in
Paige
for,
choose
how's she getting in for 12?
She's not teaching, so just
Oh,
say
okay.
just get in before
Sounds
12.
incredible. It sounds like it's going to be a belter. Danny Cathcart used to play for the Brownheads, so there you go. Thomas McGrath is watching from Japan. Is right, Thomas, top man. And Kev T's he says he's watching the World Cup in Lydia.
The
But we don't know when it's finished, do we?
9 seconds long.
That's too long. Turn it off.
It's done now.
In Lydiate. Where are we? Carla says, I'd go to a night if you did one for sure. Belter, Carla. Be lovely to meet up with you. We'll let you know. As Aaron Moy whips a free kick in, it's all the way along. Out to the edge of the box. And Denmark get it clear. Knock forward again. Australia have the ball in the corner flag. 75 minutes gone, still leading by Lecky's brilliant goal. Moy tosses it in again. Out to this side again. Good build-up play again from Australia. This is where they want it. Of course, Denmark need 2 goals at the moment to knock Australia out. Australia 1-1 would be good enough for them, but they lead 1-0 and they'll be looking for a counter-attack. Tracking by Moy, force them back, that's it.
World Cup.
And France still trail Tunisia by a single goal.
I can't get that song out of my head now.
Well, there you go, you've done it. The Blues says, not saying he's anywhere near as good, but stylistically Breton has similarities with Richie. Neither are proper wingers, but can score right, left foot and headers. He's a Poundland Richie.
Where are
Good shout.
Blackburn in the Championship?
Blackburn.
Have they got a chance of
They're in
coming
the
up?
top 8, aren't they?
So, I think
Actually, I haven't looked for a
I think
while.
with Brereton Diaz only having a year left, and their asking price to be so high, they're probably thinking, well, we're going to keep him because he's our hopes in getting into the Premier League, and the rewards would be much better than 20 million or whatever they'd get for him. Albeit they'd lose him on a free, but it doesn't matter because they're in the Premier League and they get more money anyway. So they've took that risk. But if they're at a point now where they can still get money for him and they're not going to come up in the Premier League, they might take something for him, or they're going to hang on, try and come up and take that gamble that he could get into the Premier League. If they don't, they'll lose him on he'll go. They'll not get any money for him, and they're still in the Championship. Or they'll come up to the Premier League, he'll go, or he might sign a new contract, but he'll probably go. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they're in the Premier League.
See, what you've done there, Ned, is they're actually third in the
Are they?
Yeah,
So I don't think they'll let him
won
go.
the last. I'm sure they've won the last couple or something.
So I don't think he'll be going anywhere.
Blackburn, that's a nice little flick. What they do, Blackburn, they've just gone full Spurs under Pochettino. They win or they lose. They've won 12, drawn none, lost 9 of their 21 games. They're on 36 points. They've won 3 of the last 5, which pull them back in. So, Watford have improved as well lately. Watford are up to 4th now. They were struggling at one stage. QPR were flying and they
Norwich
dropped
aren't
off.
doing well, are they? Where are Norwich?
Norwich are 5th.
Are they? Yeah.
Them and Watford have won a couple of games.
Burnley
of late.
still top.
Watford have won 3 of their last 5. Norwich have
I
won
watched.
6. Burnley at top.
I watched Burnley the other week and they got battered. I think it was 5-1.
They were 2-0 up and got beat 5-2, weren't they? Or
5-2.
2-1 up and got beat.
They
Whatever.
beat Blackburn though, don't they? They ate each other
The
then.
Championship, mate,
Burnley and Blackburn.
it's all over the gaff.
Lancashire derby.
It's so competitive, it can change that quick. Glenn says, Baz, can we still get kudos? Or is his price skyrocketed?
I don't think his price would have skyrocketed.
It'll be I don't know whether the price will skyrocket. It'll skyrocket from Sunday, obviously.
I tell you, whose price is probably skyrocketed.
From the summer.
Murdoch. Is
Mudrick.
it Murdoch? Mudrick.
Murdoch. Rupert. Ruse has just pointed out, actually, of course, because Tunisia are winning that. If it draw, Tunisia go through and Australia go out. So Australia are hoping for a late France equaliser in the other
Really? I thought Australia was second.
right now they are, saying if they draw.
Of Australia draw.
If this ended the draw.
So Denmark haven't really got a cat-telling chance.
Denmark
now, have they?
Moy knocks it to the corner. It's a clever ball from Aaron Moy. Just get it down there.
Come on, Australia.
I still think France will equalise against Tunisia, to be honest.
I've got faith in Australia.
Yeah.
He's got a cool goatee, hasn't he? Time. You didn't need to do that then. You just give the ball straight back.
Iconic football shirt says the 1878 is great. The two guys with you, Baz, John Richards and 8 out of 10 cats, and Manish at EFL show the voices are identical. The Blue says also both got that South American determination and will carry the ball.
What are you doing?
There is two. Was Anderson just whacked one
You
off?
just tried to play the ball to the centre half and whacked it 30 yards behind him out for a throw-in.
Oh, it's a good ball in from France. Oh, keeper spilt it.
Who's playing in goal for France?
Mangan, isn't it?
Is he, yeah?
I think so. Oscar says, what's the channel got lined up for Christmas? And where is it? Christmas this year. Got a Christmas special coming up. We'll be doing a few challenges again, a few footy challenges.
We got to have a FIFA challenge this year. That Pez is just
yeah, we'll have a
not
FIFA
fun.
challenge. Ned's going to be doing a bit of singing. Maybe a quiz, stuff like that.
Oh
so,
yeah, we'll do our quiz. Of course we will.
So,
Paige says she wants to make us all a Christmas dinner.
really?
Yeah. Said
Okay.
she'll make us a Christmas dinner.
Okay.
I said, can you cook?
Oh, fair play.
She said, she went,
Oh, get a block in.
she went, how do I know when something's cooked or
No,
it's still raw? And I
Paige
said,
is not making us a Christmas
maybe
dinner.
we'll go out instead.
Yeah, I think so. Australia, 56% of people think Australia will get out the group. Well, yeah, the poll was done when it was all 0-0. Maybe we end that now. If the goal difference is equal, Ruse, it's the team at the least bookings, I think, goes through. So what you really want to calm your nerves is a French equaliser, isn't it, really? Yeah. McLaren is on for the Aussies. He'll chase everything, won't he? Got to put everything in now. 8 minutes of normal time, probably plus about at least 6. Oh, Matt Ryan will claim it. At least 6 stoppage time, I imagine. So very, very interesting. Very interesting, this one. Australia coming forward, flicked on. It's a throw-in to Australia. 15 yards from the Danish penalty area. They are currently...
Wonder if Australia can get further in this World Cup than they did in the Rugby World Cup 2022.
Okay. I mean, I don't know where they got in that one because I don't watch any kind of rugby. Luke, it is Mandanda, not Mangan, sorry, it's Mandanda, who has been around forever. Big Steve.
Steve Mandanda.
Yeah.
Did he go to
He went to
Palace for
yeah.
a bit?
Yeah.
Not very long. He was at Marseille for most of his career, wasn't he? Where is he now?
I don't know. He went back to France, didn't he?
He'll be still playing. He was only like 34 or something like
He
that.
went back
now,
to
surely.
France. Oh, he's been around forever, hasn't he, Big Mandy?
Yeah. I can't quite remember how he did at Palace, but he wasn't there for long.
He wasn't very good. It's dead easy to say. He was a good goalie when he went there.
He was good at France.
Marcel Desailly doesn't look too impressed.
Switch.
with
One
the
more.
French still behind in that game to Tunisia, this will be even though it's not their full team, this will be a big embarrassment to France, world champions, if they're beaten by Tunisia.
And for Denmark as well, for a team that needs to win to go through to the knockout stages of the World Cup.
This second half, Australia have
and-
been the better side. It's
And
as simple as
Denmark's
that.
been 1-0 down for ages and have done nothing since.
Well, they've been 1-0 down for 24 minutes. It was at the hour mark when Leckie scored.
Yeah, well,
and
they've
they
done
haven't
nothing for half
responded.
an hour, yeah.
Well, then Australia have looked at times like they'll get the second.
They almost got one straight away. Slimani. Slimani. Who did he... I recognise that name.
Slimani played
For
for
Leicester, yeah. And
in
it was in-
Portugal
yeah.
for Sporting Lisbon.
Did he ever score against Everton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Was it Boxing Day? He scored.
No, it was when we beat them 4-2. It was when Tom Davis scored after about 30 seconds straight from the kick-off. And then they went and scored. They went 2-1 up. And I think Rom scored a diving header off a Barkley cross. We ended up beating them 4-2.
Yeah. Twice we've played them on Boxing Day, haven't we? It was a 2-0 away and the 0-0 at home. Was it 1-1? 0-0 won it at home. Boxing Day, Leicester. It was a really,
We beat them
really
2-0 away, you know that.
was
Rom
the
and
most
Morales scored.
boring game. I've been New Year's Day actually. It was around Christmas. It was the most boring
We got
game
beat
I've ever watched.
1-0 on New Year's Day.
Oh yeah.
Vardy scored. Zach
That
was
was it,
mascot.
yeah.
Zach was a mascot that day.
Was he? Yeah.
They had like 10 mascots, like team of mascots. Zach was one of them.
Oh,
yeah.
boss.
He walked out with Olden Pickford's hand.
Did he? Yeah.
So it was 12:30 kick-off on Boxing Day, on New Year's Day. We had to be at Goodison at 8:30 in the morning
That's
on
the
New Year's
that's
Day.
the worst.
And
That.
it was freezing, like properly freezing cold.
Everyone's properly hungover.
And we sat our tickets. I give me tickets to, whether my dad had me ticket or something, and we were sat in the upper Bullens, but in the visitors section, because that's where they put everyone, the family, the mascots. So we were above the Leicester fans, and we got beat. Michael Keane slipped, I think.
And those Leicester fans aren't the most pleasant, are they, when they come to Goodison? Especially around Christmas. Get the ball forward, Denmark.
Okay, what are we seeing? Andrew Marshall says, would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a
Nutella.
pool of maple syrup? Nutella, because Nutella's nice,
So,
and maple syrup
when you say pool
isn't for me.
of pool full of, is the pool, so there's no water, it's just that liquid.
You're not going to be able to swim in Nutella. It's too dense, but you are
Yeah,
going
but
to
maple
be able
syrup,
to eat it.
you'll be sticky.
You'll be sticky. And
Nutella,
I imagine
I
you'd
could just
sink
eat
a
the
little
whole
bit.
pool until there's nothing left. But that maple syrup, I'll get probably... What I would say though, if you got any wounds, that maple syrup might be good. So I'd be getting an infection. So I'm just thinking of...
Why would you get into a pool full of
Because I'm
Nutella
thinking-
or maple syrup
Well,
if
that's
you've
the
got
point.
wounds?
I wouldn't.
Why have you got wounds?
If someone's forcing me to jump in a
Who's
pool full of
forcing
Nutella,
you?
I don't know, but
No one's forcing you
Like,
to
so
get
why
in
am I getting it?
to Nutella or syrup with
why
wounds.
so why would I be getting in it?
Just ask, would you rather? There's a chance for Denmark.
Well,
Good
no, I
tackle, needs a
wouldn't-
second one.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
poor.
screwed.
I
wide.
wouldn't get in either. Unless
Wow.
someone's forcing me, and if they're forcing me, that probably means that I've had
don't
a fight
think-
with them and lost. So
I
then
honestly,
I would.
Andrew hasn't said someone's forcing you.
But Andrew hasn't thought about his question clearly.
I think Andrew has thought. I
I'd
think
I'd get in neither.
you've thrown in, A, you're wounded, and B, someone's forcing you to do it.
But I'm not going to get in on my own, am I?
Terrifying.
I'm going to go, oh, I fancy getting in that pool of Nutella. Why it's there in the first place, I don't know. That's just a waste of money.
The Blues says a
Nutella.
pool of Nutella in this weather would be like frozen ice. It would be.
I'd eat a pool of Nutella.
And the Blues also says it's not tree sap, Ned. Maple syrup.
Yeah, but it's got, stuff in it. Maple.
Carla says people should put maple syrup in first aid kits then. Maple syrup doesn't
No, there's
heal
better
wounds.
things.
It doesn't heal wounds.
It's like...
It's not honey. it
I've got a guitar that's got a maple cap on it.
Well, there you go.
So if
then.
you ever get an infection,
If
at
you
a
ever
gig,
get an infection, then your guitar, just whack your guitar on yourself, you'll be fine.
makes it really heavy though.
Mike says Ned is overthinking this, Mike Cosgrove.
Well, no, but why would I jump in a pool of Nutella or maple syrup unless someone's forcing me to? I'd just say no. I say no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'll get my clothes ruined.
Why do you have clothes on? I mean, you could just have like a pair of shorts on.
It's bloody freezing. Someone would have to force me to get into a pair of
There
shorts.
was no
in this weather.
specification of the time of year. Andrew didn't say now while
Get
it's
it in.
cold, did he?
That's
No, don't get it in.
That's a poor
On
ball.
Australia, that's a foul, referee. Thank you. Remember this, Ruse. Damsgaard has just fouled.
I just want to see some excitement. Oh, Tunisia? Oh, not fast enough.
Like you get all excited there. The fella was literally in his own half reading the paper. You were all, ooh, Tunisia. The Blues says Ned is brilliant. There you go.
I just think I'm thinking logically. And not
I don't think so. Glenn says, Ned, if you had severe burn injuries from a chip pan fire, would you rather cover the affected area in A, maple syrup, B, Nutella, C, raspberry jam, or D, specially medicated burn cream?
Specially medicated burn cream.
Oh,
I feel like the title gives it away.
Well, you never know, because you basically said that, maple syrup was the new thing to cure
But I'll
everything.
use the other three to make a really good meal.
I don't know whether you could make a meal with the other
You
three.
could.
You couldn't make a meal. Australia on the break.
You could make a sandwich.
On the counter, we're in the 91st minute, additional 6.
Oh.
It's not a good ball.
You can make a sandwich.
Oh, Denmark is struggling to clear that. You can make a sandwich with maple syrup. Wow, you eat a strange food you eat. But you are.
I don't like Nutella on bread or anything like that.
No.
Just weird.
Yeah,
But
I find it weird. People have it on pancakes though, don't they? And like it.
Yeah, I'd get
Go play for an Dolberg.
maybe on a cake.
Can someone please block the cross?
Out.
Shoot a flicker on. It's come out to the edge of the box.
Tighter.
In low.
Let him play that
Oh
ball.
my word. Australia are living dangerously there.
Got to stop that ball.
France have a corner which will be taken by Griezmann. They're into injury time as well. Griezmann to the edge of the box to absolutely no one.
See,
What a shocking man. What an awful corner
Denmark
that
are
was.
essentially out. Why don't they just do Australia as solid?
Well, if they scored, they might not be out, might they?
Stop the cross, for God's sakes.
8 minutes of added time in the France-Tunisia game.
Really?
Yeah, 6 in this Australia, of which we've played almost 2 additional
I like
minutes.
how you knew that before it even came up on the screen.
Your dad's got a phone question for you, Ned, so check your phone, he said.
Can you name the other Aussie apart from Cale who played for Everton?
Lucas Neal,
There you go.
Eddie Bosnar,
My dad said I'll give you 5 minutes and you did it in
Jason
5
Curtin.
seconds.
I mean, I've just named 3. If he wanted 3. He might have meant King Hugh, though. Might not have meant me. I shouldn't have said
It's been none in my lifetime.
How old are you, Ned?
22.
Yeah, Lucas Neal played for Everton in 2010.
2010. With the... She's centre midfielder.
No, centre back
Centre back. With
and right back.
orange collar.
The white colour, like the Lecoq Sportif one. 2010 when we had Joe and people like that.
Yeah, I remember Joe. He scored 2 in his debut, didn't he, against... We won 2-0 at home.
He won 3-0.
He scored 2, doesn't he?
He did score 2.
And then he was crap. Who was it against? Wasn't Tottenham, because that was Jelovic's debut.
It
Won
was.
1-0.
Corner to Denmark. 3 minutes of
Was it
injury
QPR?
time. Nope. Played in a white kit.
Wasn't City, because he was on loan from City.
You're correct. You're essentially just naming teams.
They
aren't
played in a white kit.
Yeah.
Bolton.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the second one, it was a long ball and he pulled it down.
Yeah.
Bobbled it in. First one, I think, was the first one.
I was 9 then. I only turned 10 in September. And that was before September, wasn't it?
September. Was it Bolton or was it West Brom?
Don't think it was West Brom, because
No, it was
I'd
Bolton,
have rang up my granddad
We
and
beat
gone,
West Brom. We battered West Brom. He might have scored in that one when Fellaini had cornrows. Remember that?
yeah. Was it
We beat them 4-0 at
3-0
home.
or 4-0.
Bolton, I think it was.
Do you remember when they beat us 4-0? James Beattie. 2005,
Beat Bolton?
6.
Yeah.
No, West Brom.
Oh, West Brom beat us
4-0.
4-1. They beat us 4-1, yeah, which was incredible that day.
They beat us.
I think he scored a
times,
free
didn't
kick for them, Chris Brunt, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
At the street
He was playing for them for years, didn't he? Years and years. He
They
played
beat
for
us
them.
4-1. Bolton beat us 4-0 at home under Moyes, which was mad.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely mad. Australia are living dangerously here.
Earliest
Into the
game.
95th minute.
Very earliest game I can remember. I don't think it was my first game, but earliest game might have been. I think we beat Bolton 3-0. We beat Fulham 3-0. Yaku
Knocked into the box. Get there.
I think I was 6 or 7.
Oh, you could have picked that up. Not a
That's
back
poor.
pass, Matt Ryan, is it? Come on. Australia hanging on here. Here comes Kasper Schmeichel. We're in the 95th minute. Eriksen's over it. Australia have got a minute to go. France, Kylian Mbappe and Griezmann trying to pull France out of trouble against Tunisia. It's a Denmark corner. It's at the back. There's a
it's
free
Matt.
header. Oh, and it's dropped over the net. Wow.
Why didn't you head it back across goal?
Australia, what are you doing? The referee's going to book an Australian player here, I think. Well, he's telling Matt Ryan to hurry up because he's stopping the watch. We are in the final minute of the additional 6. Australia are 40 seconds away from qualification. The Australian Jeremy Corbyn pacing up and down.
Don't celebrate yet, just wait.
They're not sad, I don't think they are. They're just singing, aren't they? They're trying to sing the way through. France have got on our telly about 3 minutes to go and they're still behind. Terrible defeat for them. Matt Ryan smashes it forward, needs to be won, isn't won. Back in, it's going to be an Australian
Great for
throw.
Tunisia though, beating the current champions.
Oh, this is a terrible result. Mbappe back in, no one there.
And they don't even get to go through to the knockout stages.
Knock forward, Australia got the ball. Just get it forward, don't mess with it. Smash it, Aaron
Wide.
Moy. That's it, Australia are through. They've won 1-0, the Tunisians are a bit distraught. But Australia have got through and deservedly so today. They've beaten Denmark by a single goal to 0. Denmark will finish bottom of the group. Incredible effort by the Aussies. And they are through to the knockout stages. What a tremendous result for them. Tremendous result. The brilliant goal by Leckie to put them through, and it was a huge goal because obviously Tunisia scored as well to take the lead just before Australia did, and no one would have thought Tunisia would beat France.
I didn't think Australia would beat Denmark, to be honest. I think Denmark have had a terrible group stage.
They have been poor. They're out. The Danish manager is, I don't know what he's saying, but it's a huge shock. Well done to Australia. Mike Cosgrove says, do you remember that lanky Traore fella who got injured after 10 minutes? Scored after 30.
He scored against Swansea in the League Cup.
The little back heel.
And then he was warming up, wasn't he? Against
Chelsea the week later,
Chelsea.
and that was it. You seen him, he came back on a Hull
the
last day of the season.
We signed McGeady in the same window, didn't we? Or was it Lennon in the same window? No, 2013-14, wasn't it? So I think it was McGeady.
I think Griezmann's going to equalise here for France in the last minute. I can just feel it in my bones.
Well, that won't change anything.
Won't change anything. And all it would have meant was even if Denmark would have scored then.
I can feel it in my bones. Have you just got like a message saying France have equalised?
No, I just feel like Griezmann will equalise. He's that type of player.
You'd probably know now because
he's that type of player.
The game's probably finished.
No, the game. This is live now.
Mbappe, what are you doing? There's 5 people around you.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Too cold.
Every
day. Every day.
Would you?
Yeah. Because I can just warm myself up.
I don't know whether you can, though, if you're too cold.
Not easy to...
Too hot, it's easy to take your clothes off.
To cool yourself. It's not easy to cool yourself down.
If you say so.
When I overheat, I get bad. It really...
We can all overheat.
Bad.
We can all overheat. And we can all be too cold. That's the big thing. But what a tremendous result for Australia. Massive win that is. It really is. You needed to win, and they've done the job. And that's the way it is. Absolutely brilliant. And, you know, big win that. Like I say, France, I just feel like we're into the final minute of this game. It's going to finish now.
12% in contest.
I
What
just
is
feel like Griezmann will do it. 12% in contest.
So it's like the ball's not.
Means the ball is up for, is literally up for. Yeah, France have scored. Told you. Let's see who it is. Thought it'd be Griezmann. Is it going to be Mbappe? Is it Griezmann? Is it Kingsley Coman?
Coleman. Ball in. Griezmann.
1-1. There you go. We knew it was going to be. I've said, didn't I? I mean, look, it's gone fast forward. There you go. Look, Jeremy Corbyn with Aaron Moy, the Tunisian. You're already out. There's no point looking at each other like that.
Very, very weird how you just went, I just think Griezmann was
I said, it was that long. They played that long. It's a thingy.
I don't know why Tunisia got it, because they weren't going through anyway.
No, there's bound to be a VAR.
There's bound to be a comment on YouTube that goes, Griezmann's just scored.
No, it's just now, but they've already scored. VAR check. I mean, what's his dance pad? Ned, he's just done the penguin and you missed him.
What's the peg? What's the peg?
He was just gone like that, yeah. That's literally what he's just done.
That's brilliant.
The Blues says too cold all day. You can always put more layers on, but in the summer it's too hot. Well, you say that, but is it? Is the ball in? I mean, I don't know what the VAR check will be for. Good volley from Griezmann, but what can a VAR check be? It can't be a foul. It doesn't look like a foul anyway. I can't believe I said I bet you there's a VAR check as well, and they're doing a VAR check.
For what? This?
Yeah, and what you heard me say? I bet you there's a VAR check, and now they've just said they're doing a VAR check. But why? There was no foul.
Do you want to put?
No, there was no foul.
You're gonna ask me to put money on it next time?
No. But I mean, she's upset, but I think, and you're upset, but mate, someone surely has told you Australia won. What's the?
They've finished the game now. What's the
What's
score?
Rey Mysterio doing behind Griezmann then? Why is there a VAR check? Told you to be a VAR check.
Gonna go back and book one of the Tunisia players.
It can't be.
You're out and you're booked.
Surely it's a goal.
VAR.
Gotta go and look at
VAR. Full time.
What's he going to look at?
I've no idea.
Crazy.
I don't see the point, to be honest.
Absolutely crazy. The only thing it could be, because there was no foul, the only thing it could be would be offside. But then why are they going to the referee? All right. He does come back from an offside position, but doesn't it hit the defender? I mean, he's miles off. What the defender
is that not the second phase of play though? It comes off the defender. He's onside if the defender plays it. So he's offside there. And here's the next ball off the defender. He's onside.
Isn't that the second?
So that's a goal. There was one like that in the Forest and Liverpool game.
Hang on, but that's...
Even though they're playing...
That's weird because...
He's onside, second phase of play. The defender's touched it when he's onside.
He's offside when the ball's not forward, but when...
But that's different play. The defender's played the ball and he's onside.
I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules anymore because that to me is the second phase.
It used to be... It used to be...
No goal.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look at him. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. They're out. They're out, but they've won. They've beat them, haven't they? Because the game's over. That's mad. Fair play. He was offside when it was knocked in.
I don't get that rule anymore. I appreciate it used to just be you're offside, but if the ball's come off the defender and he's onside, second phase of play.
Jay Moriarty, the game we've got on, right? You're probably watching your telly live, yeah? We've got, the feed we've got on for Australia-Denmark is live. The France one was 2 minutes behind. That's what we're talking about.
And then you're a minute behind, so I was 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes. So we're talking about that from 3 minutes ago. Rouge says, not getting carried away, but is it possible for an England-Australia final?
Yeah, because actually no, I think Australia would be if we played it England, Australia would be before the final, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because we're on the same side. What I'm looking forward to is a Australia versus Brazil semi-final if they both get that far, because they could meet each other in the
Jay
semi-final.
Moriarty says it's for a foul, not offside. The ref doesn't go over for offside. So he's gone over and the goal's been disallowed for being offside. Lol. Ruben says, I'd rather go full Wim Hof than go full Satan.
I'd go full Dustin Hoff.
Okay. Basically, it means I'd rather be too cold than being too hot.
No. I'd rather be famous. Like Dustin Hoff.
I think, basically.
It depends.
Wim Hof is quite famous.
It depends how hot you're too hot by, and it depends how cold you're too cold by. I quite like being cold because it ups my concentration levels.
Yeah.
But too cold, you'll just die. And if you're too hot, you can't concentrate because you're just like, getting itchy. And if you're too hot,
I can't,
you'll just burn alive and you'll just die.
dispute that fact.
So I'd just rather not die, being too hot or too cold. I'd just rather be peaceful.
Okay. What a win by Tunisia. They've beaten the world champions. Okay.
He smashed that, hasn't he? He's gone for power.
Kolo Muani doesn't look too happy there.
Konate's just not arsed.
Not arsed, yeah. But they're through, aren't they? They've won the thing, but that is it. It's an embarrassment defeat for France, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great win for Tunisia. Hit that like button. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, by the way. We're almost at 70,100 subs now, so thank you very much.
Can we get to 100k, please?
When? Today?
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
Soon.
Hakon says the ref is from Qatar. Fair enough.
What's crazy is our goal for the end of the season was 70,000 subscribers, and we've got it before Christmas. So now
on to the next one.
We need a new goal.
On to the next. Glenn says, Ned, would you rather be really rich or really famous? It's easier to become rich than famous. Is it easier rather to become rich than famous or famous than rich?
I don't know which would make me more happy. What I would say is you could be both those things and not be happy. So I'm going to say I'd rather be famous because at least then I might have a lot of friends.
I'd rather be rich than famous if I had the choice.
I feel like if I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't know what.
Why would we want to be famous? Why do you want to be famous?
Just because the guarantee that at least people will look up to me, therefore I will have people.
You won't have friends. When you're famous, you have no friends.
Then I'd rather be rich.
Then people just clinging on to you because of who you are, not who you are. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good point then.
You'd rather.
But then what if people only want you for your money if you're rich?
Well, no, because it depends how much you tell people you're rich, doesn't it? You could have you've got genuine people in your life.
What am I famous for?
I don't know. You can't ask. I didn't set the question. I can't.
Yeah, I want to know what. It depends. How did I get rich and how did I get famous?
Oh, for God's sake!
If I got rich doing something really bad, questions. If I got famous doing something really good and humane,
I can't ask you these.
And plus, also, sometimes if you're famous because you're a footballer, you might end up with a really nice looking girlfriend. So, if I'm a famous football player, then I'd say famous.
I don't know what to say to that. The Matty Bush says, well in on your 70k, fellas. Well deserved too. Here's the 70k more. Thank you very much, Matty. Robert Oldfield says the under-21s are playing tonight. They are.
Yeah.
They're playing at Goodison, aren't they? Against Mansfield. So good luck to them. The Blues says, near enough everyone who is famous doesn't want to be famous. I'd never want to be. Why would you want to be famous? It's just it's just nonsense, isn't it?
You are famous.
I'm not famous, and I'd never ever have that conversation. I'm talking about real people who are famous. Why would you want to be famous? Really?
I don't. Maybe that's their idea of success.
Maybe.
To be in like a Hollywood movie.
I wouldn't want to be. It brings nothing.
And with being in a Hollywood movie comes fame.
No.
That's why Spider-Man wore a mask.
Yeah. And Jay Moriarty's, I'd rather be rich 100%. I don't care about people knowing me. Yeah, exactly, mate. Ruben says nobody wants to be famous. It's the worst thing in the world. Can't go about your life, can you? You couldn't go up. You couldn't.
It would be rubbish.
You couldn't do things. You couldn't do things that you can do now.
And you can make yourself happy with money, because you could just do things that make you feel good, like giving it to a charity or whatever.
Money won't make you happy, though, will it?
No, but
it gives you choice,
but
which is important.
being famous might make you depressed.
Yeah.
So I see your point, and I take your point in. I'm just gonna wait to find out off Glenn, what am I famous for, and how I became rich. Because if he says you're rich because of this terrible thing you've done, then I don't want to be rich.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fair play. Fair play. Glenn says Baz is both. Well, I'm not. I'm neither, thankfully. Well, not thankfully. I wouldn't mind being rich, but I'm not rich in the slightest. The Blues says fame is a burden to some people not being able to visit places because they'll get mobbed. Exactly. Mathew says, me too, Baz, rather be stinkingly rich. You can't spend fame. Oh, good trade. Jay Mariarty says Ned takes these way too serious, lol.
I just want to be in a film with Seth Rogen, man.
Gary Smith says, every time you both say famous, I keep thinking of you both singing Bros. No. Ruben says, that's why celebs fake their death.
Do they, though?
Well, apparently, remember J. Lloyd Samuel?
Yeah.
We see that thing the other week that said he's basically faked his death.
Well, how would you know if he has
it?
dead? You'll never find out because you're not going to find him alive, are you?
There you go. Basic Trig says Ned will be infamous as a serial killer. Dun, dun, dun. Going on from yesterday's chat.
They'd never know, and I think that point's already been proven.
Mm-hmm.
Or has it?
Or has it? We're at 70,100 subscribers, so thank you all very much. Huge thank you. Get your questions in. We're live for another 20 minutes, and then we will be wrapping it up to go home and eat off gold-plated plates.
I'm going to go home and spend some of my riches.
Your rich and famousness.
I'm going to go buy a Hollywood star.
What do you think? Oh, I think
the stars.
I think that's a real star.
Buy
which
some.
one would it be?
Bit
Hayley, whatever her name is for you.
Oh yeah, of course.
What do you think you'll be having for your tea tonight then?
I don't know. I'm hoping my mum's making something. Whether we've got anything in, I don't know, because it's Wednesday.
I mean, I'm sure your mum's going to make something, isn't she? You aren't going to not eat, are you?
I wouldn't mind a spaghetti bolognese or something like that.
Okay.
Something nice. I'm a bit hungry.
Fine. Hit the like button if you're still watching. Appreciate it. Let's get to at least 250 likes. Come on. Any more questions? Let me check Premier, actually. What a win for Australia. Big result. And they are now through. Tremendous. Them and France make it through. Where are we here? Paul says, Ned, remember that Fred West and Peter Sutcliffe are famous?
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Do you know what? There's a series, and I'm going to let you guess the series.
Okay.
Where the families are named off serial killers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sutcliffe, Shipman, and West. Do you know what the show is?
Afterlife.
No.
Because they are named in Afterlife, but obviously as a piss take. I don't know, go on. Oh, it's Gavin and Stacey.
Correct.
Of course it is.
Harold Shipman, Fred and Rose West. And
I know the serial killers, aren't Gary's was watching from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Simon Taylor watching from the metropolis of Ellesmere Port.
That's the best Chuck Berry song.
Chris Sutton is watching from the airport in Venice with a lovely lady.
Oh, are you going on holiday or are you coming home from holiday? Have you had a nice time? If not,
John Chadwick is watching from Rainhill, Merseyside.
John Chadwick, yeah. I think he lives near Lee Green.
Gary Ward says congrats on the 70k. Brian Garside is watching in Västerås, Sweden, with Australia on the telly. Tunes here on the laptop while listening to YouTube and doing the ironing. Incredible, Brian. Multitasking. We've done your video before, Brian, so that'll be out
It's uploading right now.
Uploading now, so it'll be out later.
Taking a long time because we're streaming.
We're doing this, yeah.
I wanted to do a clip as well, but
I was going to say something then, I don't know. Now forgot. Oh, Alexander Hoffler, who's sorting him?
well, I've gone into messages and Ped's been messaging, so
Oh, okay, in the actual message chat. So, just don't want to leave him. Don't want to leave him
whether
hanging.
it's been sorted, I don't know.
James said this has been an incredible World Cup, but sad that it's slightly overshadowed by its location.
Yeah,
it has been really good, but
I think for some countries, it's such a big thing to them that they're able to overlook it because of all the excitement and watching like South American countries. It's like it's such a big cultural thing for them.
yeah,
But for us, because I'm not that interested in England, I'm just more looking at the World Cup on a whole, and I'm not really excited about England. So for me, it's like all the problems are there. But for people who are just there to have a good time and watch the team, they're probably just able to blank it all out because they're so excited to watch the team.
fair enough. Fair enough. Music Man says, evening guys, are the team still training or are they on a break? They're on a break at the moment. And then they'll be back to Finch Farm and start a mini pre-season, really, won't they, to get themselves back up, and then they'll have a couple of friendlies before it all starts again. Glenn says, either you get rich from discovering the healing properties of maple syrup and starting a multinational pharmaceutical company, or you get famous from winning gold doing rhythmic gymnastics.
Well, no, because so it'd be rich 100% because I'm saving people, and I can make great pancakes along the way.
Okay, well, that's a good answer.
I don't want to do gymnastics because
I think you'd be good at
freezing.
rhythmic gymnastics
And
with a leotard on.
everything hurts more when it's cold, so gymnastics
But you
would
get
be
warm,
fun.
and you're just gonna keep talking for.
No, and the thing with gymnastics is it's just not interesting to me.
I think you'd be good at gymnastics, though.
I would be good at gymnastics because I'm going to do some comments. Because I'm an athlete. I would like to go in the Olympics, I won't lie. But I don't know what I'd do. Probably like bow and arrowing, if that's what the archery, I mean. Let's have a look. Why has Baz got his mouse so it scrolls up to scroll down? That's annoying. Matty Boo says got lucky with Ghana and Onana missing their last group games. Or Senegal are through anyway, so I don't think maybe Ghana might have been rested. Let's have a look. Ned's just missing the evil laugh. Mwahaha. See, that would just give it away how evil I am if I had an evil laugh. Thanks, Mike. Mike says Special Olympics. I'm special, but, you know. I'm just going to go to Premier. There's no comments on Premier. What's going on? Basic Trig says, so Ned wants to exploit the injured people on maple trees so he can become rich. No, because I'll use maple syrup that's already been used. So I'll recycle maple syrup to save lives.
It sounded like you wanted people to be.
That's not true. And plus, I've already exploited maple trees because I have a guitar with a maple cap on, which is a very heavy material. But it makes it sound good. And it's also very expensive. Gary Smith says bobsleigh. If you were in the Olympics, what sport would you do? Or would you like to do, even if you can't do it?
100-meter run.
Really, yeah?
100 meters is the top thing. 100-meter sprint's the top thing.
Spend your life doing a career, which running in a line for 10 seconds. It's great, isn't it?
Being the fastest man on earth.
That's if you win.
Most prestigious.
The Blues, my favourite series of all time is probably either In-Betweeners, Gavin and Stacey, Friends, which is the most bingeable one I've watched other than Gavin and Stacey, I think, or royal family. And I'm going to throw Mount Pleasant in there as well. If you never watched Mount Pleasant, that's brilliant. I've binged that a few times as well.
Okay, interesting. Can we get a ped back?
Oh, it's on the computer over there.
You try one. Do a speed, go on. I think you could do this.
Woof.
No, go on, do it, bro. I think you could do it good. Go on, do it like Ped does.
Well, Ped does a full-on Alsatian. I'm not that deep.
Well, try, go on, see how deep your bark can be. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I've had a dog my whole life. So.
That is not bad, to be fair. Mike says, defo think you need a FIFA Christmas special. It needs to be us two versus Ped and Paige. Mike says you've got to be doing the hurdles in the Olympics, Ned, with those calves.
I feel I could hurt myself.
Yeah. The Blues says they're more sitcoms though, aren't they?
It's
Your
a
series.
sitcom, not a series.
Listen,
What did you want me to say? The Jeffrey Dahmer series?
well, I
Something-
don't know.
something
That's what you
morbid.
thought. If you thought
just-
the Jeffrey Dahmer series, then
A sitcom is a series of episodes that are the genre of sitcom.
okay. I'm just asking you.
Why aren't I allowed to have sitcom as my favourite series? God.
Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Do you like it? That was a belt.
I liked it until the last series was. I didn't have a clue what was going on. When that woman entered the scene, it was just like, what's going on? The ending was amazing. With,
That was
when
really
Hank
good.
found out, and he was like,
That is really good. What a wife.
"You son of a bitch."
All right. The Blues says Only Fools is the GOAT sitcom for me.
Only Fools and Horses.
Okay.
Gary.
Gary Smith says Dogs on Heat.
Gary.
They're loving it now because of your back. Ruben says Ned Bark was even better. Oh my God. Yours was a belter.
I do voices. I'm good at impressions, and especially animal impressions.
Captain Toffee. I love. He looks like a thingy off Corrie then. I love Captain Toffee's steadfast need to get us more subs. He's been the top man. He's now gone 75k by the end of the day. I think you're being a touch optimistic, but thank you very much for your steadfast support. It has been incredible. You have literally pushed people to subbing, so we do massively appreciate that as well. Matty Bush goes for Only Fools or Faulty Towers for the greatest
Showing his
sitcom.
age there, really, isn't he?
Well, no, because they're the ones that never get old.
Yeah, I know, but people my age don't really.
You
Only
just
Fools and
mentioned
Horses.
Friends, which was the 90s.
Yeah, true. Faulty Towers, though, I don't think a lot of people.
No, Faulty Towers
my
is funny, but it's a certain type of sitcom. It was funny, without a shadow of a doubt. Only Fools and Horses is clever.
They should have stopped it when they won when they became millionaires.
People always want more, though, don't they?
When they lost it, it was too sad.
What I was going to say.
I like the one where they go clay shooting with Rodney's girlfriend's family, and Dell just goes shoots all the clay, and he just goes like that's brilliant.
Yeah, The Sopranos. Nah, mate, mafia stuff. Not into it.
Yeah,
It's
it can sometimes be really slow paced. That's why I like comedy, because you're just laughing the whole time. You're not sat there just going, what the hell's going on?
And not mafia stuff just doesn't get me in the slightest.
Yeah.
I've got less interest in that than I have in Liverpool.
I used to really like Walking Dead, and that become
couldn't
really,
watch that.
really bad.
Wasn't that zombies?
It became awful.
See, all of that stuff to me is just, I couldn't get into it.
What happened to The Walking Dead was actually a disgrace,
Why?
because it became beyond terrible.
Beyond terrible? Really that bad?
They insulted the human race by making that so bad, and just kept carrying on when everyone was like, please stop, and they've just finished it now.
You can't. I feel like you're having a go at them for something that
And they never did a Christmas special.
They never
Christmas
did what?
specials are always the best, aren't they?
You can't, a Christmas special of The Walking Dead.
They could have done something. They never had a
Imagine, we
Christmas.
discovered yesterday
They
what,
never had a
what
Christmas.
your idea of Christmas is. It's misery and terrorists, isn't it? And,
Oh, you listened to
like
my favourite Christmas songs before, though?
yeah, they were depressing.
No.
You can't have Christmas songs that are that depressing.
The Celine Dion album, the Christmas album, is just incredible.
Incredible. Paul Callow says Gavin and Stacey to belter. Gavin and Stacey. Yes Minister, yes Prime Minister, the funniest series, full stop. Still as relevant today as it was when it came out. Yeah, I mean, everyone has the Gavin and Stacey was particularly funny, wasn't it? I've just finished Parks and Recreation, which is tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. The Matty Boosh says, I'm only 42, I was a kid getting into them. I'd grown up by the time Friends came round. They don't compare to the older ones.
I used to sit and watch George and Mildred with my dad. You know, it was the spin-off from a Man About the House, about the old couple next door. It was dead funny. George was proper funny.
John Schmidt Jr. says zombies with Santa hats on. That's what you wanted for the Christmas special.
No, just Rick not being completely insane for once.
Okay. The Blues says, get on Black Sails, Baz. It's a period drama about pirates on the British Empire. Most underrated series ever. Interesting one.
Do you know what?
Ron Swanson, what a character.
Do you know what I couldn't
what
get into?
A character.
Which you told me to watch.
Which, mate?
I watched 3 episodes and I've just gone.
Which?
The Crown.
Crown's a belter, mate.
I just can't.
No, well, if you're not, if it's one of those things that you learn as you go with it. Obviously, a lot of it is fiction because they don't know these conversations, but it's the historical thing of, and what you learn from the Crown is really that it isn't anything to do with the Queen. It's the institution does all of the stuff.
It's the monarchy.
They're just people who are wearing that coat for that day.
Another series which I probably have most fun watching for the first time more than any other series, but I didn't put it in my original list because it's not something I go back and rewatch again and again and again like all the other series.
Okay.
Is Stranger Things.
Yeah,
which
amazing.
is
Stranger Things amazing.
It's like an anomaly of series. It's so unique and
it's amazing.
It's absolutely astonishing.
It is.
But it's not in my it's not something I'll like when I finish Friends straight back to episode 1 because it's a comfort thing. Same like Gavin and Stacey.
I wouldn't.
Like
I wouldn't watch Friends again. Friends was brilliant, but I wouldn't go back and watch them. They just
like
look
if Stranger Things, it just.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go back and watch Stranger Things, but it's.
I have done before.
Tremendous, but I wouldn't watch it again. But Friends,
certainly not the last series.
The American Office, I can just watch and start and watch and start and watch and start, and it never gets old ever.
I didn't like the UK one.
The UK one's really good, but the American one for me is so much better. But Parks and Rec was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Captain Toffee, Ron Swanson getting 30 shoe shines in one afternoon for the bunion. Yeah, belter. The Blues says, I swear, Baz Black Sails is a masterpiece. Cheers, mate. Ruben says, Guardians of the Galaxy have just released a Christmas special.
I have watched it. It's okay. It's just done what they needed to do. And got out of there. They've done Christmas now. It was straightforward, simple plot, done.
I don't know what Mike said. Oh God, what's going on? I find myself agreeing with Ned. Agreeing with them on what though? Give me a little bit of context.
Everything.
I don't think it's everything, but if he gives me some context, I can say yeah, he's agreeing with you on that.
When can Mike ever disagree with what I say?
Quite a lot last night.
Other than maybe
quite a lot last night. I'll
what
be
I get
honest.
up to on Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. Matthew Boosh is watching Billions. I've watched 3 seasons of Billions. It's all right. It just petered off a bit for me, but it is. Damien Lewis is brilliant in it. And Paul McComb, what's his name? I can never remember his second name, but brilliant. Maxter says, yes, Baz, I've rewatched The American Office so many times. Yeah, it's a belter. You just put it on and Steve Carell just makes you laugh immediately.
I like the one where they do, they learn how to do CPR. And And then
Staying alive, staying alive.
we got to harvest his organs.
They just carry on singing. They carry on singing it. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Have you watched all of it?
I've no idea.
Okay. There's 9 seasons.
I don't think I watched 9 seasons,
Oh,
probably like
okay.
6 seasons or something.
Paul Giamatti, that's it, yeah. Yeah, it's a belter. The one when Dwight's the police officer.
The Halloween party.
No, and he finds the spliff in the car. And
The
he starts
first
questioning them
season was a bit slow.
No, the first season.
Except the one when
the first season's not great.
was it
It's only 6 episodes.
was it the one where is it Nicole Kidman who came and she was selling handbags and he said, Dwight, you should buy a handbag. And he goes,
Isn't it Amy Adams?
Amy Adams, yeah,
It's
that's
Amy
it,
Adams,
yeah.
not Nicole Kidman.
From Thingy.
No, it's brilliant.
Brothers.
When he does the questioning when he's found the joints in the car park is amazing. It is amazing.
I like the one where he moves Dwight's office into the bathroom.
Mike says on Stranger Things, also on things in the background like In-Betweeners. Yeah, In-Betweeners is a belter.
In Between is just really, really watchable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. Captain Toffee says Creed Bratton is low-key one of the best characters. Yeah, Creed's unbelievable. The stuff he just comes out with, he's unbelievable.
Will Ferrell should have became a main character in it, shouldn't he? He should have got him to stay forever.
He's big though, isn't he? He might not want to be in that. He is funny in that though.
Steve Carell's I love Steve Carell.
Ah,
It's mad how big Josh Kaminsky's come as well.
Who's Josh Kaminsky?
Is it Joe Kaminsky?
Who's Joe Kaminsky? Do you mean
The one who's married to Emily Blunt?
Emily Blunt?
What's his name? Josh
come on.
Josh
No,
Kaminsky.
come on.
Greg Kaminsky.
Greg!
James Kaminsky. It is Josh Kaminsky.
It isn't Josh. Come on.
Joseph Kaminsky.
Come on.
John Kaminsky.
John
Or is it John
Krasinski.
Kaminsky?
John Krasinski.
Oh, John Krasinski.
He's a
That was
belter.
close, wasn't it?
He's a belter. Nah, he's brilliant, isn't
He's a top director now.
he? And just keeps going. Looking at the camera. Belter. Absolute belter. John Smith Jr. says The Office is one of the few UK TV shows that worked well as an American remake. Yeah.
Did you watch the In-Betweeners USA?
Yeah, it was terrible. I watched
It's
one,
so-
but it was terrible.
Bastards!
It was terrible.
Cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Terrible. Montre Horgan says absolutely buzzing. As an Aussie, every player worked their socks off today. Real team effort. Yeah, they were brilliant. They were brilliant. The Matty Bush says Stanley gets me every time. Yeah, he's brilliant. They did when they moved away from the first season is essentially a remake of the British Office. It's the same script,
It's like
the
the
same episode.
slow tempo.
But then season 2 onwards is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, you've got, because of Pam and all that, you know, all that going on is absolutely brilliant. You know, the way Steve Carell is like fancies hair and everything, and they're like, their faces are
He
hilarious.
becomes more unethical every series.
Yeah, Pam and Jim, their thing is quite good. Like, it's an absolute belter. I love it.
Do they end up together?
Can't spoil it for everyone. Yeah, from about the 3rd season, mate. But yeah,
Well,
GDI
that
said
thing
what
on
happened in the
car park,
France
wasn't
game.
it?
I heard they were won. They lost 1-0. Scored in the 98th minute, but it was ruled offside. So there you go. Maxter says, I read that Steve Carell didn't actually want to leave the office, but was forced out. I don't know. I think he did. I think they thought he was getting a bit too big for it, or he thought he was, but I don't know. But it is brilliant.
Doing loads of films now. Anyway.
When he leaves, it's really sad. When he leaves, oh my God, that's a sad episode, that, to be fair. Matthew Litherland says, all right, lads, nearly at Goodison for the Mansfield game. Is right, Matthew, enjoy it. The footy's gone off the telly, and we've got low-key Matt Hancock on here, haven't we? Does he look a bit like Hancock to you?
He looks a bit like the fella from the prank show, the USA prank show. What's it called? The pranksters. What's it called?
Scott's Tots out the office, belter. Scott's Tots. When he made the Michael Scott paper company. And he was just giving everyone paper, and he didn't realise he was making zero. He just kept undercutting Dunder Mifflin, didn't he?
They did a episode once where Thingy got out the lift. Ricky Gervais.
Oh yeah, Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
Is that not how you say his name?
Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. And he goes like, I
Like
like you,
Niall.
I like you, and he goes, yeah, you're all right.
He's in it, yeah. Belter. John Smith Jr. says the moment the Aussie manager brought the injured player in the middle of the huddle at the end was class, great moment. Belter, they were tremendous today, Australia. Fully deserved the victory. They were brilliant. Denmark are a good side, and they beat them. Denmark have ended up finishing bottom of the group.
Underrated team, Australia.
Which is mad. They're just a workman-like team, and that's not... I'm not being disrespectful here. They haven't got star players, but every one of them...
Work the socks off. I'd rather have that than a boss team. No, boss group of players. I'd rather have a good team.
Captain Toffee says, don't forget, HBO paid James Gandolfini not to be in the office. Imagine Tony Soprano in the show. Yeah, the Blues says Gervais. Crying faces. Belter you. Gervais. Why did you think he was Gervais?
It's just spelled Gervais, isn't it?
Gervais?
I've always said Ricky Gervais.
Have you? Yeah. People not have a clue you're on about?
No.
See, he's funny, and he that Ricky Gervais, and people are like, oh.
I've always liked him as well. I always watch his films.
You know, French fella.
Have you seen The Invention of Lying?
Yeah.
He invents lying. Imagine being the only person who can lie, and everyone will believe you. Ghost Town was boss. Dexter was amazing. Was it Dexter? Not Dexter.
Dexter! It's a serial killer. You and your serial killers.
What's his name?
No,
Derek.
It wasn't amazing.
Derek. It was alright. It was funny.
It was terrible. Derek.
Carl Pilkington was funny in it.
See, I don't find him funny either. But Extras is brilliant.
Oh,
Afterlife.
I like when Daniel Radcliffe shows up in Extras.
He's just on about shagging. That's all he wants to do, isn't he? He is funny.
He's like...
Vinnie Jones in that one's funny. Not Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones. Grant Mitchell. Oh my God, he's hilarious.
Do you want one of these? Yeah, I smoke all the time.
When Grant Mitchell's in it. Out of EastEnders. The baldy fella.
Phil Mitchell.
His brother Grant is in it.
Who's he in EastEnders?
Grant Mitchell. Phil Mitchell's brother. They were the Mitchell brothers, the two baldy fellas.
I can't remember.
No, okay, but he's in Extras, and he's like, cause he's dead hard in EastEnders. He's in Extras, but he's not hard at all. Like, but they think he is or not. It is dead funny, like, dead funny. Ned, Mike's got a question for you. Who's your favourite ever Everton player he's seen play live? Also,
Leighton Baines.
Oh, he's rewatched the Frank interview. And Frank does not call him Niall.
He does.
He calls him Neil.
He does.
What he does?
He does.
What he does?
He says Niall.
He doesn't. Mike's lit.
I promise. I edited it.
I sat opposite him talking to him. He never once said Niall. He says Neil.
Maybe I cut the bit out
Neil.
where he says Niall.
Neil.
In fact, I think
he didn't say it.
I think I cut
You are the biggest liar ever.
I remember watching it and going,
mate, he says Neil. Like that. Neil.
Yeah, Neil.
You go Niall.
He goes Neil. No.
He doesn't. Well, listen, Mike.
Enjoy the ball. Enjoy the ball.
Mike just watched
Enjoy the ball.
Basic Trig says Nedism 257. Gervais. Carla says, so if Ned pronounced things how they're spelt, how does he pronounce rhythm?
Rhythm.
If you saw rhythm...
Because I learned rhythm before the spelling. I learned the word before the spelling. When I found out how to spell it, I couldn't spell it.
Did it blow your mind when you found out how to spell it?
It didn't blow my mind, I just couldn't spell it.
Okay. There you go, Carla.
Rhythm.
Ruben says that Dexter, though, where Gervais just kills everyone. It's a belter. So there you go. Maybe you were right and I was wrong. Mike Cosgrove likes Derek. See, I thought you might like Derek because that's your kind of...
See, me and Mike are very similar people.
Well, you did say it's almost like your brothers. That's how you look like each other. And you like everything that's the same. So, maybe.
Evidently, I just eat a lot more McDonald's.
Fair play. Well, you run... What you do is rub the chips on your head and Mike doesn't. But that's fine. You and Mike are kindred spirits. You know, both brothers. You did say it. You did say it. The
You
Ross
and me are
Kemp
weirdly
one is
similar.
brilliant. Ross Kemp. You must have seen the Ross Kemp one in extras.
In extras?
He's wearing like the captain's suit and all that, and he's there. Come on, mate, you must have seen it.
I used to like when Ross Kemp did those drug lord things and the gun things.
So you've seen him doing Ross Kemp gangs.
Yeah.
So you must know who he is.
It's like the people like a hood on is like, I got these guns from other countries and like, you're on telly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, where are we?
Do you know what I used to like when I was a kid? I've always loved like animal documentaries, but I used to love Steve Backshall, Deadly 16.
Who was the best player you've seen live, by the way? You just
Oh,
sidestepped that.
Everton player.
I mean, that was the
Leighton
question.
Baines, I said.
Oh,
Leighton
you did
Baines.
say Leighton, but he's the best
but
Everton player you've seen live.
Oh, actually, in terms of like most talented, probably not. I never saw James Rodriguez because I never went to that United game away, which was the only chance people got to see him in the friendly.
Yeah.
I never.
That to me is quite depressing. If Leighton Baines is the best player you've seen live.
Well, he's not, but he was my He's my favourite.
That tells
But the
me.
best player I've seen live for Everton.
And I love Baines. Baines is a great player, but
In terms of talent, Lukaku probably.
okay. Really good striker. Fair play. Fair play.
That goal against Chelsea.
In the cup.
They were in the white kit. It was just. I
FA Cup quarters.
remember the free kick against Palace 1-1 in the first half.
Mandander in goal.
Yeah.
Full circle.
I was thinking they were with the yellow kit. I was like, he's gonna be scoring them every week now. And he didn't.
Never scored another one.
Didn't score another one.
No. Classic Rom.
Um,
Classic Rom. All right, you've given me two. Baines is a tremendous footballer.
Cahill was good.
Rom's good.
Pienaar was good to watch. Landon Donovan was good to watch.
Okay. The Wire, Gary Walters, the best series ever.
Not watched it, but I've been to Baltimore, so basically a Wire expert.
We were basically in it.
Yeah. That train ride to Baltimore.
It was a little bit.
We went through the bad side of Baltimore.
It was a bit edgy,
There was
wasn't
like abandoned police cars in the
Yeah,
middle of the
it
street.
was a
like,
little bit edgy. Brian Garside says Pele is in hospital, but it's not an
is
emergency.
he? Yeah. Oh,
So that's good.
that's
It's
good.
not
if
an
it's
emergency.
emergency.
So right, we're definitely stopping the 1:45. Definitely 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. So subscribe if you haven't. Loads of you have. We're over 70,000. We're all delighted. But if there's others there, and hit the like button, that'd be great to be at 300 likes. That would be tremendous. We done the watch along today. Australia put in a outstanding performance to beat Denmark 1-0. Lecky legs. With
Isn't
a
Lecky
goal.
Legs an Evertonian?
Lecky legs isn't Evertonian. Does some tremendous dancing. He got the winner, and Tunisia got a tremendous result against France to win 1-0. But Australia and France have qualified from that group, so brilliant for them. GDI says Arteta for him.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Arteta. Fair play.
I don't remember watching Gravison.
What about Pienaar? Pienaar's done the
I
most
said
talented
Pienaar,
Everton
yeah.
players
Pienaar
in the last
Scored some
15 years.
of his goals from outside the box, curled in.
Pienaar for me was better than
I never
Arteta
saw
anyway.
Baines score a free kick.
No one did. At home. Nobody did at home. Away from home, you will have
Saw him
seen
score
quite
lots
a
of
few.
penalties.
Cahill at the Aussie match taking notes, says John Smith Jr. Would you take him at Everton? Doing what? On the board? Yeah, have him on the board.
Do you know, for a couple of years, going away from Goodison, you'd watch the game and you'd go, McCarthy was the best player there. He was just brilliant to watch.
Yeah, he was
He was just up for it every game.
Basic Trig says who was a better corner taker, Baines or the miserable Chin.
Baines was better at taking free kicks than he was at corners.
Hinchcliffe,
I'd say.
I think, was a better corner taker than Baines. Stats,
Hin-
that's just in my head. I haven't looked at any kind of stats.
Hinchcliffe
Someone
just
could
used
come
to-
up and go, Everton scored 10 goals off Baines and only 8 off Hinchcliffe.
Hinchcliffe he just used to shoot, didn't he? And it would
And it just felt like a really dangerous delivery every time.
dangerous area because he'd smash it in as well.
Yeah. Captain Toffee's nailed it. Says Arteta sullied it for me by the way he left. Yeah, he did. If he'd have just gone when he should have done, which was in 2010, and Man City really wanted him, I'd have still thought really good for us, you know, good fella and all that. The way he left has just really ruined him in my eyes. So much so, I just can't. It just does me head in.
I don't even like him that much as a coach. Even if
He's
he
doing
never played for
brilliantly
Everton,
for Arsenal, but
it's just a person. He just seems a bit weird. Do you know what I'd have loved when I watched on the internet? Obviously, it was before my time, before I was born.
Yeah.
Who I thought that'd be so exciting to watch now was Kanchelskis.
oh, Kanchelskis was
Goal in the derby.
Mate, he was unbelievable.
Complete
He
pace.
was
Defenders, look, you know what he reminds me of? I'm not saying he's as good, but Thierry Henry, because defenders just look petrified when he runs at them.
Kanchelskis right, left foot. Sheep
Pace
was powerful with
pace is
both
scary.
feet. Down the line, great delivery. Defenders were petrified of him. Chef Weatherway, last game of the season, he got at it. He just destroyed them. But he'd get the ball and people would be terrified.
Why did United let him go?
He fell out with Ferguson.
Did
They
he?
were trying to... Ferguson kept moving. Because they had good players, different types of players, he kept dropping them and bringing others in. He just fell out with them, and luckily we wanted them and got him. Royal got him. Even though Borough offered them more money. Come to us.
Well, we just won the FA Cup, so right choice.
Ruben says if Denmark had Gravesen today, they'd have won. Okay. Cam is here. Says, Baz, check out WhatsApp when you get a chance. I will do, mate. I'll do it now. The Blue says the question was favourite player. To be fair to Ned, not the most talented. Was it favourite? Thought he said the best player.
My dad thought you would have said Yakubu. Yakubu, for me, he scored a lot of goals, but it wasn't fun to watch. I know he scored a lot of goals, so that's quite fun. But he was there was a lot of games he pops up just to score a goal, and that was it. Where players like Pienaar, watching him and Baines on the left wing, really fun.
If he was your favourite, right?
My first favourite player
I got
was,
that wrong. I thought he was saying the
Baines
best
was
you've
me.
seen. If it was your favourite player and it was Baines,
Baines
no
was my
problem with
favourite.
that. Baines was tremendous. I've replied there, Cam.
Joseph Yobo was my first favourite player. Like the first player I was like, oh, he's bossing.
Yobo.
Yeah.
Joe, loved him.
I don't know why. Good player though.
Where are we?
Do you remember the 7-1 against Sunderland? The first goal, keeper got an assist over the top, and Yakubu brought it down.
The
Goal.
Yak.
You know, I
Kale.
don't think it had an assist because it bounced off the
Kale.
defender. Was it Kale?
It was the 4th goal when we beat them 7. Long
where-
kick and he pulled it down and touched it inside the defender.
It was
and just slotted it in.
that was in the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was 5
So
up,
it
maybe.
wouldn't have been the 4th goal because it was 2-0 at half time or 3-0.
5, wasn't
5-0 at half time.
it? No, it wasn't.
It was 2 or 3-0 at half time.
3, and it was the 4th goal just after half time. Long ball, Kale pulled it down as the defender come, he knocked it.
Oh yeah, that was another one. I'm thinking of the very first goal, Yakubu goal.
In the 7-1.
Yeah, it was the very first goal. I know what you're talking about though.
Kale's was the
Kale's one. It was. Over
Kale
top,
was
wasn't
the
it?
long ball and he pulled it down.
Yakubu scored one as well, which Howard booted it up to him.
Yeah, there should be Yak then, won't it?
There, that was it. Yeah.
So the flex.
Ball from the keeper, and it's just like goals like them are just the best, aren't they?
Was it a long web down the pitch?
It was Howard in net for that game, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's the long. Yeah, but it's Paul McShane,
Yeah, that's what-
it doesn't count.
yeah.
It come off Paul McShane.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What I'm saying
Hit the
is
defender first.
Nuno Valente, Pienaar, what a finish.
Valente.
Dwight York. My bottle went when York scored. Thought RONALDO back in it.
I think Arteta played on the
Oh
right.
no, yeah,
midfield
look,
in this
wasn't
one.
it? Look, it was Yobo. I thought it was the keeper on the board. Kyle,
Yeah, I've seen this one. Yeah.
Ram McShane and just slotted it in. Brilliant goal.
I think that was 4-0.
That was 4-1 there.
4-1.
Oh, what days when Everton could kick a ball up the pitch and score goals.
Someone came on for Sunderland. I think did Dwight York play for Sunderland?
York scored.
Yeah, because he came on.
He scored. I was in the first half. He scored.
Yeah,
yeah. Half time.
He was. I thought he came on because he came on and they said the commentator saying when I watched the highlights, because they put the full game on YouTube or on the Everton website like a year ago, and I watched the whole thing again, and they said, "Oh, he's made a record for for most Premier League clubs appearances." Oh no, it wasn't. He scored, and then they said that's the record he scored for the most Premier League clubs.
Mad. Basic 6 says Kencelsius was amazing. We've had Kencelsius in the studio, haven't we? Done an interview with him.
Didn't he write a book?
Yeah, there's a book about him, yeah. Pienaar was massive player for Everton, absolutely.
Underrated.
James was brilliant, but obviously we didn't get to see him.
I'd love to see his left foot.
It's just sad.
Just pull a ball out from this.
Ozzy did score a brilliant goal in that 7-1, and Andy Johnson scored the 7th, and then give it the A-star celebration.
Do you remember Ozzy's goal against City, 2-0?
Yeah. Smash. He just hit the crosser. Jelovic's was better because of the deflection and because it was game over.
And just because Jelovic scored a goal.
And that thing in the street end, the lad, it's it! And you just hear him and he does. It's a belter. Right, that is us done. We're going home to watch the 7 o'clock games. Thank you very, very much for everybody who's joined us today. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I'd be delighted if we could get it over 300, but thank you. Thanks to everybody that subbed. Took us over 70,000 subs. That is a huge number, so thank you very much.
Can you just tell my dad, because I know he's watching, to give Red Dead Redemption 2 a go? Because he never plays games, and I used to try and get him on FIFA all the time, and he was rubbish.
Well, hang on, does he like playing games? Because me telling him to play something.
If he played games, he'd love him, but he wouldn't. He just thinks like they're just rubbish. But if he played Red Dead Redemption 2, he'd have the.
Well, he'd have
a great
to play
time.
games, right? You've got to have
coordination, don't you?
No, because you could learn. That's no problem with that. But you've got to have an interest in playing them. You're telling him to play something that he's got no interest in. It's not going to grip him. If he doesn't mind thinking, you know what, I'm going to sit down here for an hour and have a game of this now while Gil's asleep.
He watches a film.
Whatever.
He watches a film every day,
Well,
and it's
that's
like
all right, mate.
you could
Like
spend this
films.
time playing a film.
Your dad could say, you play on your PlayStation, like whatever, Jurassic Park World, you could be watching a film for 2 hours there.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best film.
It is, no. To be honest, Steve, if you're ever going to give a game a go, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the game you want. Has he got a PS5 though?
No, but I've said to him, I'll give you my old Xbox or whatever, because my old Xbox has got Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't play it now. He could take that to work and play it.
Oh, okay. It's a hell of a game, Steve, if you've got the inkling.
You'd have to learn how to use a controller though.
Well, you can just play in it, we'll learn, won't it? Tim Corrigan says, congratulations guys on the 70k. I've been along on the journey, so I'm so happy for you. I wonder what the split by geography is. Would be cool for you to do a show where you go into where your followers come from and which country. Well, we know where we've got a lot.
I think UK is
got a lot highest. In the UK is the highest.
The US
got a lot in the US.
The US is the second
and
highest.
All over some of the countries is berserk, but it's tremendous. Right, people, take it easy. We will be back tomorrow at live. We are watching. I'm just gonna have a look what games they are tomorrow on the watch alongs.
Belgium,
Canada, Morocco, and Croatia, Belgium.
Let's do Croatia, Belgium.
So,
in fact, no, we can just get them both on, can't we?
Canada are out, aren't they? Hang on, let me just look at that group. Let me look at that group.
None of them have been amazing, have they?
No.
In fact, I think
what is it here?
Morocco are probably through, aren't they?
Let's have a look here. There's the standings. Like Croatia at top with 4 points. Morocco have got 4 points. Belgium have got 3. Canada shouldn't be bottom of that group. The 2 games they've
So for Morocco, they just need to win.
So Morocco,
and they're through.
No, a point. A point gives them 5 points, doesn't it?
No. Oh yeah, because if Croatia lose and Belgium win, then Morocco go through second.
And Croatia are playing Belgium. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if they draw and Morocco draw with Canada, they're through anyway. Belgium win, they're through.
That's another game where it's
And
like,
if Croatia win, they're through. So
3 teams on the line.
interesting one. That's our games at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll be live from 5 to 3. If you're on Premier, we will be live at 1:30 tomorrow with the Daily Extra. On Premier, we've also got, and this is going out on YouTube actually, our World Cup report with Patrick Ridge, who's a journalist over in Qatar. I've had a chat with him. He's been telling me what it's been like over in Qatar. So check that one out. It's going to be on YouTube as well. And there's also a Tuesday topic for our Premier members, which is me and Ned have done today about the younger players at Everton who just had a go in Australia. There's also the Wayne Rooney interview, part 1 on there, part 2. There'll be more information on that one over the next day or so. Thank you very much for joining us. Take it easy. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye. Have a good night.